Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Benchwarmers podcast show. Week 4 of the NFL just wrapped up. We've got me, we've got Abe, we got Bradley, and we've got Andrew to break it down for you guys. Talk about it, get into next week maybe a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Benchwarmers podcast, the very first iteration of the show that we're doing. We are in the basement of the communications building here at the University of Tennessee, and this show is being put on by WTK. We'd like to thank Alex Carpenter for allowing us to do this. And this is going to be a podcast where we just kind of talk about the NFL, give our stupid takes if we have any, and at this point in time, do a pretty heavy dose of ripping on the Titans.
For sure. Yeah,
I think that about sums up what we're going to do here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was your host, Mr. Abe. I'm Greyson. Got Bradley. We got Andrew here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First podcast, man. I'm excited. How are y'all feeling?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm ready to go.
Amazing. Ready to talk some ball, baby.
I mean, y'all just want to jump into it?
Let's jump in.
Let's
Let's jump right
Thursday
in.
night.
Way to do it.
Yep,
Let's go.
Thursday
We're
night.
gonna hit a little recap. This is going to be one of our recurring segments every week. First one, Thursday Night Football. Cardinals at Seahawks. Or, sorry, other way around there. Seahawks at Cardinals.
Yeah.
2023 game. Seahawks pulled that out at the end.
Yeah. The Cardinals had a really rough showing, I thought. The offense looked bad without James Conner flat out. Marvin Harrison Jr.'s out of sync. Something seems like there's a problem there with him and Kyler. Like, they don't have the connection. In the first half, they straight up looked like they never met each other.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point in the first half, Harrison ran some kind of post route over the middle of the field and just completely stopped running the route. He heard the footsteps and just stopped running the route, and it ended up with Kyler throwing a pick. And then later on, he tipped a pass, and it was picked off. He did make it up for it with a touchdown late to make it a close game, but something there for concern for me.
100%. Yeah, that first interception that you're talking about where Harrison stops, when you were watching it live, you just thought, what the heck was Kyler throwing there? Like, what in the world was he doing? And then you see the replay, and you got to think, Marvin, like, what is going on right now? It just feels weird. It feels timid, kind of like we were saying with Brian Thomas for the Jags at the beginning of the season. Similar thing with Marvin Harrison, and even worse, you could argue, for him. He just looks awkward. He looks scared out there, and it's so weird when you have a guy who's such a dog like he is. Like, we know he can be special, and for him to just kind of go out there and look a little flat is just really disappointing.
Something I got to hit on that nobody's hit on yet, right? Because you kind of talked about James Conner, and I think James Conner. First off, you look back at when he was with the Steelers. He wasn't a starter. He was backup. I think he was backup to Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But he was still a monster when he got on. I think James Conner is the reason that the Cardinals have been good. I don't think the Cardinals were good and had James Conner. I think the Cardinals have been mid but have James Conner.
Right.
And so, you've been dancing around it. But the truth is, Kyler Murray's just not that good.
I mean, yeah. That's
You got a great point there, brother.
I mean, that's not a wrong take. During the broadcast, Herb Street was talking about how James Conner is the alpha of that offense. Yeah. And, I mean, Trey Benson's decent for fantasy,
He's
but
fine, but
in terms of being an actual starting caliber NFL running back, I don't know if he's got it.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he does. Well, and also something I want to touch on in that game. We all watched it. The first 1 through 3 quarters of that game, terrible.
Yeah, it was a tough watch.
Fourth
Tough
quarter,
watch.
fantastic.
Turned it on.
Turned it on.
Yeah, something happened.
Woke me up from the coma I was in on my couch.
I know, man.
It's like that little meme of like the kid drawing the horse. It turns into like
Yeah,
picture at the end.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
that was-
exactly right.
No, I think we also got to touch on the fact that Sam Darnold has kind of come into his own. Like, I mean, he's 17-4 since the beginning of last season. I mean, come on, man. Like,
That's
he
pretty
can win, Yep.
Yeah.
And he's not throwing 0 for 8 in the second half, unlike another quarterback who, is known for winning. So, with Jalen Hurts. So, I'm just saying, Sam Darnold, genuinely solid quarterback, and I think he's cemented himself that he's not a bust anymore, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, good for him to really get in there and turn his career around.
Yeah.
Just a tidbit. Y'all remember a guy named DeMarcus Lawrence?
Mm-hmm.
He's on the Seahawks now.
What?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Found that out during the
Yes, sir.
game.
Yep.
I'm kind of
I
shocked.
wasn't paying that much attention, I guess, and that's crazy.
Yeah, he happened to come in one play. I saw him.
All right, I want to kick it over to Blinn.
Yes, dude. Yep.
Dublin.
That was a
Yeah.
fun game.
That was
That was a fun game.
That was a
man.
fun one to watch on a
Yep.
Saturday morning.
Yep.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I think the Steelers' defense is back, at least somewhat. Now, the fourth quarter was a little concerning. Started kind of giving up some stuff, but they got 6 sacks and 2 picks on Carson Wentz. I mean, that's what you want in a Steelers defense. And I think the Steelers are on pace to once again get that just enough for a winning record. Once again, I don't know how Mike Tomlin finds a way to get that every single season, but it looks like somehow, because week 1 it was like, oh my God, like, yeah, they beat the Jets, but holy, it was rough. Like, it looked really bad on the defense side of the ball. But it looks like they kind of started to figure it out now, and I'm interested to see how the rest of the Steelers season will go.
When they're going to get kicked in the teeth in the wild card, too.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
no, there's no shot
you can
that
chalk
they make
that.
it to a divisional round. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I mean, I'll say this. Straight in my notes, the one thing I have of this game is Unk still got it.
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers
still got it.
Aaron
Still
Rodgers
got
still got it.
I
I saw that he didn't throw a pass more than 15 yards down the field, but he didn't need to.
Doesn't matter.
Because if DK can take it to the house like that, then I'm going
Exactly.
to throw him a short slant every time.
I also loved him just aura farming on like
Oh,
5 or
yeah.
6 different plays where he would just stand in the backfield, just throw his hands
Yes.
up.
Yep.
He knew there was a touchdown. He ain't doing
Yeah.
nothing
Let
there.
the young guys do it, man. They'll do it.
DK,
The touchdown to DK right before he came on the field for that drive, he was on the sideline ripping, smelling sauce.
Yes, I saw that,
Yep,
man,
I
and it
saw
worked,
that.
brother.
It worked. He was so hyped.
Yeah, man.
It's like Perk Rogers back in the day.
It is, dude. It is
Yeah.
like Perk Rogers, baby. Come on.
I think you do have to talk about Kenneth Gainwell though, because like
What a
yeah,
game. What a
He
game,
was
dude.
going
Way to
off,
step up,
yeah.
dude.
never
Slid
in
into
his
Cougar
career
spot.
was I like Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah.
Of course
But
not.
he did really good.
He did.
So let's give him his flowers. too.
Yes, 100%. He deserves it.
I mean, in general, this Steelers running back room has been randomly really solid.
It's not bad.
I mean, especially on a fantasy side. Like,
yeah,
you
dude. I've
got
always
any of
loved
them, you're
Jalen
killing
Warren,
it.
and now I'm like, all right, man. Gainwell right up the bat, dude.
It's only a matter of time until Caleb Johnson breaks out.
Exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
Mhm.
I mean, they always have some good running back. Like, it's throughout my entire life, I do not remember
Yeah.
a day where they didn't have like some like, but they never have the top guy. Like, even when Le'Veon Bell was killing it, like everyone at
Yeah.
least acknowledged that, like, you had Jamal Charles was over
Right,
him. I think
right.
that
Yeah,
I think that
Gurley
around
was
the time.
good.
Yeah.
Gurley was
Todd
over him.
Gurley,
Mhm.
Melvin
Still
Gordon.
in?
AP.
Yeah.
Melvin
Yeah, I was
Gordon,
gonna
yeah.
say AP. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kamara was just starting. I
Was
mean, you
LaShawn
had-
McCoy in that era, or was he a little bit before?
I
can't
think he
remember,
was
but-
during that.
He was-
Sean
Yeah, right.
McCoy's eternal, man.
I think
He's
he
forever.
was in
CJ
the Bills
Anderson?
during that.
CJ Anderson. Nice. I like that.
There you go.
But yeah, Bell was a bell cow. Like, that's what
Oh,
people
yeah,
called him. He
seriously.
did everything for that
Mhm.
offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Triple B's back in the day.
Yes, sir.
I mean, my final note from this game too is J.J. McCarthy sucks. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to be that critical of a young guy like that, but man,
Yeah, I mean, I think Carson Wentz, he should be the starter. If the Vikings want to win, Carson Wentz needs to be the starter for the rest
I
of the
think
season.
so.
Right?
I still don't think McCarthy's ready.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I just and when, do we know a timetable when he's supposed to return? Do we know?
I thought he went on. Did he go on IR?
I think he did. And I understand the aspect of if you want the young kid to start to get experience. I get it. You spend a
Yeah.
first round pick on him. But like this team has somewhat of enough weapons and intangibles to go far if they like truly dedicate themselves to going far. So why put the training wheels on and put McCarthy back in there whenever he's healthy? I say
Yeah.
just try to let Carson. I mean, you did it with Sam Darnold last year. You can have a veteran quarterback be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's try to get Carson to work. He didn't have a bad game in total. The line didn't help him. You know, he got sacked
Yeah.
6 times. But I think Carson should stay the starter.
They are saying JJ might be back in practice this week though.
Okay.
Mm.
It can't be that.
All right.
What's it? His ankle? No
You
telling.
got me
Yeah,
there.
he
No
got
telling with
tweaked,
him.
whatever. But
I mean,
yeah,
my thing is too is like obviously I put J.J. McCarthy sucks on my notes. Like he didn't come
Just
in-
straight up.
He didn't come into the game, but the fact that they're getting higher production
Yeah.
against a better defense
Yeah.
with Carson Wentz.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I think that's just some O'Connell magic in there, but it's weird that he can't make it work with McCarthy. Like with a younger guy,
Yeah.
it's weird that it could not work.
Well, because that was even the case with Kirk too, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kirk was this older veteran.
What's
from,
going on?
From what
Yeah.
used to be the Redskins. He was a
Right,
Redskins
right,
quarterback.
right. Yes.
He was.
And but yeah, and then you look at Kirk with the Falcons. Which I'm a big Falcons fan.
Right, right.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's terrible.
Oh God.
Yeah. He just
Yeah.
can't
So
do
there's
it.
something there.
There-
little
yeah,
fairy
that dude,
dust,
he
you
knows
know?
what he's doing, man. He can coach a quarterback, but we'll see if he can get McCarthy going later on in the season.
This one I expect will be pretty quick. Saints at Bills. That was a
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh. I mean, Josh Allen did what he does best.
yeah.
He just ran and threw all over the Saints
Yeah.
defense. I think Spencer Rattler, the Saints are a bad football team. Spencer Rattler is not a bad quarterback. He's been playing decently well. But
given what he has, you're right in the sense that he hasn't been just absolute dog water.
Yeah,
Right?
he hasn't been like a, I hate to say it, Cam Ward.
I know.
He's.
I don't know.
We'll get there. We'll
Cam,
get there.
yeah,
We'll get there.
we'll
We'll
get there.
I'll justify
sure.
that maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like it hurts my soul to see Spencer Rattler not doing that bad because I still hate him.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the 63-point performance that I don't even want to talk about.
Ooh.
But,
Of course not.
I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I have super brief notes for this one.
Yeah.
Saints are
Same.
so bad. It's like
They're
it's
bad.
so weird.
Really bad
There's
football.
there was two very clear echelons that were shown this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills and the Eagles are the clear upper echelon, and I
Yeah.
don't think
That's
anyone's arguing that. It is
Nope.
those two teams, and then everyone else falls to the wayside.
Yeah.
But then there's also two teams in that wayside who are worse than everyone else, and that's the Saints and the Titans.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like both of them
100%.
might be two of the worst NFL teams I have. Like, and the bad thing is that both teams on paper are not that bad.
No, like
Yeah.
they both have veteran players that
Right.
can make
Yeah.
plays, but
Yeah.
it's just not working.
No.
At least the Saints have a first-year head coach. Titans can't say that.
Exactly.
We've given what's his face time.
Prime
Did y'all
time.
see the Saints tried to run the Philly special and Chris Olave just throws an interception
Yes,
right
dude,
at the
it
goal
was
line?
so funny.
That was
So
brutal.
So funny,
I
man.
think that kind of wraps up their
I was
season.
gonna say that.
Yeah,
kinda
that
summed
was-
it up,
yeah.
Put a bow on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's over.
And then, I mean, kind of another one, just light talk about this one.
Yeah.
Browns at Lions. That was
Yeah. How long until Flacco gets taken out back like Old Yeller?
I'm wondering.
I think it's
It'll be
about
soon.
time.
I mean, it has to be soon.
I really
because
hope soon.
He has
I
6
saw
interceptions.
some articles this week saying that Stefanski's really considering it.
Yeah.
It's bringing in Gabriel first.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah.
He's 2, and then Shador, right? But
Yeah.
I think it is Gabriel time within the next 2 weeks,
For sure.
if not next week.
Man, I'm a Shador hater at my core, but
Really?
like,
Yeah.
like but the
He balled
problem is
out in the preseason.
He
looked
balled out in the preseason,
nice.
and the fact that he's not even like fully dressing for 2 games this season, that's ridiculous.
I mean, and I'm gonna say that I don't particularly think either of them is better than Joe Flacco.
Right, that's the thing. I don't think
No.
that's the problem.
But-
yeah. They might just be the Browns, man. you know,
Yeah.
I mean, they might just.
They're just adding names to that jersey. At
That's
this
what I'm
time.
saying,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that. Yeah, I know what
The
you're talking
starting
about.
quarterback
Yes,
jersey.
yes. Yeah, I mean, it's been rough. I do think this game once again just admitted that the Detroit in Week 1 was a fluke. I think they're a really solid football team. They have a chance to kind of repeat what they did last year. I think the
agree.
Packers game just a little fluky. Week 1, maybe didn't expect the Packers to be as good as they were going to be. Now Detroit's fine. Like any concern, they're fine.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that I was stat watching and I saw Quishon Judkins had 21 carries to the rest of the team's 6,
Mhm.
and that just shocked me.
Yeah. No, he is
Dylan Sampson had 2 carries. I
fully
think,
submitted
1 or
himself.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judkins is their guy now.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, time for the rant session.
Okay.
Oh, is it time?
Titans at Texans.
Titans at Texans, rather.
I mean, at this point, we might as well just do who wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you
I'd
can-
like to give props to the Texans for eventually putting it on the Titans. It was ugly.
Yep.
The whole game was ugly for both teams, and Houston eventually just suffocated the Titans. But Woody Marks, a rookie running back for the Texans, was elevated, I think, this week. He led the all Texans running backs in snaps, rushes, yards, targets, catches, and scored a rushing and receiving touchdown.
He was on one.
He just impressed. He looked great. I saw a clip of him pancaking a dude in
Yep.
pass protection.
Yeah. Absolute dog.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he looked awesome on my fantasy bench. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a
It
good
was
pickup.
just
That's a good
so
pickup.
I
great.
started Nick Chubb. So.
Oh dang! So you were just having to
Oh,
watch. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, this guy. Who is
Yeah.
this kid? Yeah. I believe it.
Another one single play that the failed Philly special for the Saints, one for the Titans that kind of just sums up the season.
No.
We had the Texans on a 2nd and 33, right, at one point in the game. Well, they converted in one play off a 37-yard strike to Nico Collins. And I was just like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I mean, how do you recover from that, man? I mean, that you're right. It sums up
That
the
is
season.
a back break.
Cam
It was in the
Ward-
second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward said it best in the presser. They're buns. He didn't say that word, but they are cheeks, is what he
Yeah.
said to keep
mean,
it a little bit cleaner.
We're quoting him technically. I think
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, this is
I-
close.
yeah,
He said
it-
we are ass.
He's- yeah.
We are
He's-
ass.
I
That's
mean,
what
the
he
fact,
said.
The fact that your rookie starting quarterback is
Is having to
coming
say that.
in and word for word, bar for bar, saying, "I'm gonna keep it a buck." We ass. That is.
He is not wrong.
That's which I will say, as a Titans fan, it sounds weird. I'm almost glad he said it because that kind of shows him like stepping into this,
Yeah.
this
He knows
leader
it.
role. And he
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't watch the full interview. I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
He ended up blaming himself at the end too.
of course.
He took
Yeah, he has
accountability.
to, yeah.
He's a leader. I will say. That.
I,
He's a good leader.
everything about Cam Ward, except for his stats and production, has been amazing.
You can't look at his stats. Like
I know because it's. I mean, he has no protection, no weapons.
Nothing.
Because I'm talking about, I think Cam Ward isn't bad, but there was a play I couldn't tell you the time period, right?
Yeah.
But like they snapped the football, I like blinked and he was already sacked.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
It was like
Mhm.
right up the middle too.
Yep.
Like, dude, there's no way.
Yeah.
But there is a way.
There is a way. Yeah. Tennessee Titans find a way. All right. They find a way.
it's pretty sad too when you look at the Titans roster because on paper, it's not a terrible roster.
No.
On paper, they're still like in the bottom half of the league
Yeah.
in terms of the roster. But I mean, you got dudes like L'Jarius Sneed, you got dudes like Amani Hooker, and then Tony Pollard. Then you have three studs who are like I would honestly go ahead and put Cam Ward in the stud status.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I would put Eli Iomanor in stud status.
Yep.
And then also you have Jeffrey Simmons, who everyone in the league recognized that he.
oh
is
yeah,
a
he's.
dog.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
been the Titans' best player
For years.
since Henry got
since
traded.
Henry, yeah.
But I mean, you don't have that bad of a roster. It's just that where the holes are, like in the linebacker room, big hole.
Yep.
Defensive line, great. But some of that outside, like the outside guys who were getting in whenever Big Jeff needs a rest, when Tavondre Sweat needs a rest. Terrible.
Yeah, not a lot of depth.
And the not a lot of depth. Trading Jarvis Brownlee does not help that.
Mm-mm.
That was, I got the notification on my phone and my jaw dropped.
Of course.
I mean, granted, Jarvis Brownlee is a average corner to most teams, but for us, he was probably our best
Yeah.
corner. I think our best defense, or maybe our best defensive back outside of Hooker.
Sure.
But that trade just baffled me, and it kind of cemented that the Titans are just a misrun, fully inept from top to bottom. That's how I feel about them right now.
And I mean, the other thing that kills me about Jarvis Brownlee, and then we can move on to the next game, like, if you look at Jarvis Brownlee, if you look at him in the way he plays, in his height and weight, everything looks like a certain corner who is really good but just happens to be injured a lot by the name of L'Jarius Sneed, who is a fantastic corner when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Now, so let's just say you got a player who needs to be mentored by someone. Where else should you mentor him but by the guy who looks exactly like him?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the problem for the Titans is not the GM, it's not the coaching. I mean, the coaching is terrible, but
Coaching's not good.
but nothing will be fixed until the ownership is out.
I couldn't agree more. I don't think, granted, I don't know it personally, of course, but Amy just doesn't seem to have any interest in building the Titans. Most of the decisions seem to be reactionary and spur of the moment. Oh, yeah. Like when we fired Vrabel and not John Robinson.
Yeah, and then
We ended up firing Robinson anyway. Brought in Carthen, fired him.
and he did great.
Yeah.
I really don't think Rand made a mistake. Honestly, he just. I mean, now Barganzi's been better.
Yeah,
Sure.
our draft class this year looks really good so far.
But I mean, I don't know. I just think it was weird. All right, next one. This one might be one with very little notes too. Patriots Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers still stink, is what I have.
Speaking of Mike Vrabel,
Yeah,
he
dude.
has turned
Talk about-
around the Patriots
Pretty
like
good coach.
that. Oh, he turned. Who knew? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of these things where it's like, what happened on both sides? Like a very positive. What happened for the Patriots? Like, where did this 42 points come from? Then for the Panthers,
Special teams, baby.
what happened? Where did you guys let up 42 points and only score 13?
Yeah.
And it kills me too because I'm a Bryce Young believer, honestly, but he has given you nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looked nice last week.
they did. Yeah.
But yeah, the Patriots though, they're for me a team to really keep my eye on going down the stretch. Diggs is playing well. They've got Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, who's making an instant impact as a rookie. He is electric. I like Travion Henderson a lot. And Drake May just continues to improve every.
Yeah, he's showing
he looks
that
he looks good.
He could end up being, one of those top guys one day.
Yeah.
And we could talk about Hunter Henry's like revival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he didn't do anything last season.
No.
And
Yeah,
then
and
past 2 weeks, he's been playing real well.
Oh, yeah.
Very well
Mhm.
at the tight end position.
Next one, Giants Chargers.
Giants Chargers. Okay, this was my on the ESPN app, the Eliminator games.
Yeah,
I picked the Chargers this week.
Of course.
I was sorely disappointed
Yeah, of
and
course.
shocked
Yeah.
that turns out Jackson Dart could really play some football.
And Russell Wilson can't.
No, he cannot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Dart was just serviceable. Like he didn't do anything special, but he didn't have to. Hand the ball off to Scatterboo. That dude, oh my God, man, he just knows how to run the football. And
Love
he just
Scatterboo.
like pretty much the entire offense, from what I could see from that game, was hand the ball off to Scatterboo, get a few yards, maybe Dart runs a sneak, or Scatterboo keeps the ball again.
Mhm.
Then third down, third and short, let Dart hold it, bang, find somebody on a little hitch. It was that every single drive. Chargers figured it out. By the second half, the Giants couldn't do anything offensively. But the Chargers' offensive line, when they lost Joe Alton the first drive, they were cooked. That offensive line was horrible the
They
rest of
couldn't
that
protect
game.
him.
Herbert he's been hit 26 times in the past 2 weeks. That is not good for
And that's-
Chargers.
It's not healthy, not sustainable.
Exactly.
That's been a big concern for him over his
Yes.
stint with the
Yeah.
Chargers is protection. They've drafted
Exactly.
Rashawn Slater,
about to
Joe
say, they
Alt,
have a
and
great
they're
line.
both injured now.
And now they're both out. Yep.
Speaking of Justin Herbert, I would like to award him the winner of the Derek Carr Memorial Elite Through a Few Games Award.
No.
That was started last year.
No. I will not allow that slander. I love Herbo.
He's great.
I love Herbert. But
Greatest
I get what
player
you're
of all
saying.
time.
I mean, yeah, he did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
look
yeah.
great in this
Yeah, yeah,
game. I will say one of the picks, it was Tyler Conklin and Lab McConkey trying to set a little pick play, and it was supposed to be Conklin goes out and like basically just picks off the corner, and McConkey slips out and get like on a little wheel route. Conklin and McConkey straight up just run into each other. And then Herbert throws a pick. It was like,
that
oh
sucks.
my gosh. Like, what are we doing, Chargers? And it was so, like, I don't want to say trap game, but it kind of was trappy in the sense of Chargers, it's a 10 a.m. start for them, right? They're on the coast. So, like, you know, for them, technically it's a 10 a.m. start. And they just looked flat from the beginning, never really found a rhythm. Who did, though, was Amari Hampton. Shout out to him.
Yes.
He's becoming into his own.
Yeah.
But we'll see with that offensive line. It's not looking pretty right now on the offensive side.
On the Hampton, though,
Yeah.
he averaged 10. It was like more than 10 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Right? So he
Yeah.
didn't carry that much.
No, yeah, but when he did, he found a way, brother.
I think you had a like 40 or 50-yard touchdown run.
Yeah,
Am I
he did.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
One more thing about the Giants. Abdul Carter is a beast
Yeah,
so
dude.
far.
Yes,
He's
100%.
he's got like 8 pressures through a few weeks. Looking really
Yeah,
good.
he was all over the place.
Yeah,
He was the third pick, yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
definitely.
mean, imagine going back in like time 2-3 years and saying that Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau were going to be lining up next to each other.
I
in
know.
the NFL.
Yeah,
Scary.
That's
that'd be
ridiculous.
That is
wild.
scary. Yeah.
Next
Lord.
one. I mean, I think honestly, kind of a contender for like the weird game of the week. Buccaneers Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 0 passing yards for the Eagles in the second half. 0.
How did they win with that? That's
Because
the
they're
first.
the Eagles, man. Because they
I
just
found
know
a
how to
stat.
win.
That's the second time since 1991 that a team has had at least 8 attempts in the second half. None of them completed.
Yeah.
With the other one being Jake Delhomme of all people in 2008.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And yet somehow they found a way to win, man. I don't understand what voodoo magic is going on in Philadelphia.
I mean, I don't know if you checked the Chiefs record lately. It looks like it's been
It
passed.
looks
on.
like it's been passed. The torch has definitely been passed.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. And I mean, shout out to Tampa Bay trying to, you know, they made a good comeback effort. You know, because their first drive, their punt got blocked. Like that's just hard to come back from, like mentally, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, they still put together a good comeback. Obviously, wasn't enough. But the Hurts train, man. I think it's hard to say he's a top 5 quarterback as a quarterback. Top 5 winner, obviously.
for sure.
But
Winning.
Yeah, winning. Yeah. He knows how to do that.
Now,
Yeah.
let's talk about top 5 quarterback real quick.
Yeah.
My boy Baker Mayfield.
Baker
Hey, dude.
Mayfield.
My
I
boy
think
Baker
his
Mayfield.
hat is firmly in that ring.
Yes.
It's firmly there.
Mhm.
I love
That
me.
dude's a baller.
I love me a cocky quarterback.
Yeah,
like
dude.
not.
Yeah.
You can't push the line too much, but like if you're gonna be cocky and back it up, you're gonna be like one of my guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And from college, I have loved
Yeah, dude.
Baker
Yep.
Mayfield.
He's awesome.
I mean, you're going into Kansas. You
Didn't he
don't
plant? He planted the flag.
plants the flag,
Yeah.
doesn't shake
Oh.
the kid's hand, and then grabs his nuts
Grab
walking
the
off
junk.
the field.
Uh-huh.
I
Let him
mean,
know.
This guy's been a dog since his Oklahoma days. He went to the Browns. I think everyone kind of saw that it was the Browns, not
The Browns
Baker.
gave up
But
on him.
he did turn it around though.
Yeah,
And then
he won a playoff game, beat the
Yeah.
Steelers by like 20 or something in that game.
Whooped
Yeah, it was
them.
crazy.
Yeah.
Whooped them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they kind of just gave up on him because Odell's dad didn't like him or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Deshaun
dumb.
Watson was like, I want to
Right, yeah, and what a good deal that was. Yeah,
It's so funny to
worst
look back
transaction
in
in history.
Easily.
It's so funny to look back in time at Baker's timeline. 'Cause y'all remember whenever like because he went to the Panthers.
Panthers, yeah.
And he was like,
Panthers.
he was fine.
It's
but
him and Sam Darnold.
He looked like a backup,
Yeah.
but he was fine.
I think they had him running defensive end on the practice squad. On the
They did.
Panthers.
He
Yeah,
was.
because
They
he was
did.
out there in the
And
red
then-
jersey and
Yeah.
the 3-point
Yeah.
stand.
Then remember he has one game wearing number 19 for the Los Angeles Rams,
Yes, sir. In
where
December.
he
saved
won,
his
He
career.
revived everything.
revived his
everything.
career, and now he's a top. I honestly think an undisputed top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Oh,
right now.
easily.
This year,
I mean,
yeah.
if
This
you
year, yeah.
watch the play where he rolled out of the pocket and threw it to Mika Ibuka for that
Yep.
like 82-ish
Yeah,
yard
whatever.
touchdown,
That was a
Yeah.
crazy throw.
that was like a Heisman play.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was a college play.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Speaking about Ibuka, I'd like to argue that him and Baker are at least top 3 quarterback wide receiver duo in the NFL. They are disgusting.
Yeah,
And
it's hard to
Mecca,
argue that.
in his first 4 games, he has 4 touchdowns and or
Yeah.
1 for each game.
Mhm.
He's been playing lights out.
I'm gonna argue because I want to throw this up there.
Yeah.
If Mike Evans was healthy, no doubt they would have won.
If Mike
Oh,
Evans
for
and
sure.
Chris Godwin, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
love
Godwin's
that pick.
back this week.
Yeah,
is
I
he not?
believe he is.
Godwin
Yeah.
was back for that game, but he looked 75%.
Okay.
to be honest.
I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
All right. This was my pick in like my little friends group chat for most underrated game of the week, and it lived up to the hype. Colts Rams.
Yeah, dude, that
Ooh,
was
yeah.
a great game.
This
Great
was
game.
a contender and pretender game for this
Yeah.
week. I still think the Colts are good. Don't get me wrong. Of course, LA's they've got a stout defense, great defensive line, and Stafford's still slinging it at like 100 years old.
He's crazy.
Puka is maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL right
Yeah,
now.
that's the one wide receiver quarterback combo if we're talking. It's Stafford.
Yeah,
Puka.
Stafford and Puka, those guys
yeah.
are nice. And he even hit Tutu Atwell on like an 80-yard
Yeah,
touchdown.
to win
He
it,
was
yep.
slinging it.
Mm-hmm.
By the
Love
way,
Stafford.
I don't know if you guys are betting men or not, but Puka Nakua's current prop line for next week is 100.5 receiving yards.
Holy hell.
Absurd. And I'm going to
Wow.
slam the over. No.
And I was about to
Yeah.
say, and Prize Picks is going to be getting a donation from me. this week.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that.
But I mean,
Just take my money.
my
Yeah.
notes for this game are Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
Puka.
He
Yep.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's not even like he has all these intangibles that guys like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson,
Right.
all them don't have. He's just putting it together.
Just gets open, man.
Mhm.
Just gets open.
And it's very similar to like Prime Cooper Cup, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where like Matt Stafford's just that dog.
Right.
Cooper Cup was just that guy.
Right.
And you look at him with the Seahawks. I don't really think he's done anything this season, but
Nope.
Puka's taken over that role. Really
Exactly.
nicely.
I completely agree. Yeah.
There was one play, I think it was in the third quarter. A.D. Mitchell had an amazing deep catch over like 2 Rams. And then as he was going into the end zone, he goes to like put the ball out in front of him as a celebration, and he loses control, and they rule it a touchback. And the Colts ended up losing by a score.
I had in my notes, first line, how do we still have players not holding the ball all the
I
way
have
to the end zone?
no idea.
The Colts did it last year. Jonathan Taylor did it last year against the
Oh
Broncos.
my
I just
gosh.
don't understand how that's still happening. Guys, just hold on to the ball. That's all you need.
2
to do.
hands on
That's
it.
what. Yeah, if that's
2
what
hands.
you need to do,
Discipline, man.
yeah, just a little bit of discipline, a little bit of self-control. It'll take you a long way. Like, just act like you've been there before, man.
Yeah.
Just, I don't.
Too excited.
Yeah, way too excited, and then look what happens. It's insanely embarrassing. But yeah, the Colts. I think you're right. They're still a contender. I think they played well enough to prove to me that they're still good. Not elite,
Yeah.
but they're good.
And then, I mean, right after that, from one of the expected best games of the week to one of the most unexpected games of the week, Jaguars, 49ers.
How about that?
I called this game because
Come on.
I was on the radio show
Yeah.
on Friday, and I was like, oh, the Jags are going to win.
Yeah.
Nobody believes it,
Uh-huh.
but we believe it today.
Look at
We
you,
believe
baby.
it
Yeah,
today.
they all laugh
Look at
you.
that.
Look at you now.
I'll say this, though. I had because I did a whole like pool at the beginning of the year just to see like what I thought was gonna happen, and I had a feeling that the Niners were, because they've got an easy schedule. I had a feeling the Niners were gonna have a good record, but still kind of be a mid team.
Yeah.
And I think that game really just proved that
Yeah, it proves
the Jaguars and the 49ers are, well, obviously the Jaguars are going to have a much better chance of getting in, and so are the 49ers because they have easier paths now. The 49ers have a very difficult division,
Yeah.
which they're going to be more of a wild card contender, whereas with the Jaguars, they have the opposite.
Yeah, it's
They're-
just them and the Colts.
They're not that
No,
great of a
that's it.
team, but they're going to have a chance to win the division.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. Brian Thomas Jr. had 7 targets for 1 catch. Is it the yips?
I don't know.
It's like how we talked about with Harrison.
Yeah.
Just something seems weird with him.
I don't know.
I don't know
but
either.
they're 3-1. I mean, like, you know,
Somehow. Because
it seems like
W is the only stat.
Yeah.
who needs
right.
Brian Thomas when Travis Etienne just runs wild?
right. Yeah,
all game?
Etienne's
He
been
had an
having himself
awesome
a season,
game.
man. He's been having himself a year when a lot of people, I think, expected him not to. I think a lot of people thought Tutton was going to come in and
Yep.
kind of take that over, but now look at it.
See,
He's back.
I thought it was gonna be Tank Bigsby, and then
Right.
Yeah.
They traded him.
I was like, there's no way you guys just ruined the season.
Yeah,
Here
they
are.
knew what they
And
had.
They knew what they were doing. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I mean, all the noise after the Bengals game with Trevor Lawrence brushing off Liam Cohen's, like saying, like, "Hey, whatever, coach, like I got this."
Yeah.
Ended up working out, right? I mean, I've been very impressed with the Jaguars, and their defense got 4 turnovers in this game. I
Mhm.
mean, you know, definitely
Impressive.
sneaky playoff team, and with the Colts obviously in the division being the only ones, I think the Jags do have a firm spot. I don't want to say the AFC South is going to bring 2 playoff teams. There's no way,
absolutely
right? There's no
No.
way that the
Can't
conference is
be.
too good.
No.
But if there was a random surprise or division to do it, it would be the AFC South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to say one more thing.
All right. I don't know about y'all, but this is a hate watch for me.
Hate watch?
Absolutely loved watching both of these teams struggle.
Yeah.
Ravens Chiefs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love Lamar and I love Derrick Henry, but everything else about the Ravens I absolutely despise. So.
I've got a buddy who's a diehard Ravens fan, and he's just insufferable. So by default, I just can't stand the Ravens.
Of course, you're happy to watch that
So
one.
the
Yeah,
only,
of course.
the only thing that I like about the Ravens, and this is like a little personal anecdote. I used to. I played middle school football with Roquan Smith.
No
Really?
Yeah.
That's
cool.
wild, dude.
But like,
That's
so
dope.
now he's like this big guy.
Yeah.
Like he was like, because I mean I've been 6 foot since like the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
He was like belly button height. I would beat him up all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And now,
And now you're like,
I
well.
wouldn't stand a chance.
Of course, yeah. That's really cool, though, dude.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
I hated to see him get hurt though.
Yeah.
But, and I hate that his team's losing.
Right.
But I kind of don't like the Ravens right now. So.
Yeah, I
Their
get it, man.
defense is bad.
Very,
Granted, they've
very
had to play the likes
Really?
of Kansas City, Buffalo, and Detroit. Those are their 3 losses, which, say what you want about them, there's 3 of the best offenses in the NFL.
Oh, 100%.
But they've allowed, for sure, the most yards and maybe the most points
Yeah.
over the first 4 weeks of the
Yeah.
season.
I would assume so.
But, yeah, their defense is just not playing good right now. And they have good players. Like, Kyle Hamilton's awesome. They drafted Malachi Starks out of Georgia, who I've watched play his entire career. He was awesome. Their defensive tackle, Matabike, went out for the season with a neck injury, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, defense only gets worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this too. It looks like the Chiefs kind of, maybe not. I don't think they're back. I will say this. I don't think that game was that impressive to watch. Now,
No.
given they don't have Rashee Rice still, he still wanted to go a little too fast.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
which is hurting my fantasy team too right now. I need Rashee back.
Yeah.
But
I think, is he
Is this
back
week?
this week?
This week?
Yeah, he's
He's
back
back.
this
Is
week.
it?
And they got
Yeah.
Worthy back last week, so
Yeah.
they got their weapons
So
back.
they're-
I
They're
got
back
Worthy
now.
and Rashee Rice on my team. 'cause
Yeah.
one of them was more of a rental. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, it looks like their passing attack's not fully back, but like it looks like it's
This is the
Kind of
first time
formidable.
Mahomes put up 4 touchdown passes since 2023.
Wow.
Since October of 2023. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there is something to be said there, but then you look at the Ravens defense and you say, okay, well, a
Yeah,
lot of
shock.
quarterbacks could do that
Mhm.
at this point.
Well, I mean,
Um,
of course, everyone saw the report about Chris Collinsworth dropping to his knees and crying in the middle of the Walmart. game, you know?
Yeah.
Now, here's a guy who.
I just want to say that Isaiah Pacheco averaged 5 yards a carry, but for some reason Kareem Hunt had like twice as many attempts.
Yeah.
They just, every time I watch a Chiefs game, it feels like they're just handing the ball off to Kareem Hunt up the middle,
Yep.
and it's not 2017 anymore.
Right, exactly.
He was nice then.
Right.
This is 2025.
Yeah. Also,
Give the
these
ball to
guys
Isaiah Pacheco.
Play against
Mhm.
Derrick Henry in practice every single day. Like they're
Yeah.
not, they're used to a hard hitting running back.
They're
going up
used
the
to a
middle.
guy like
I think
Pacheco.
you're not going to trick anybody here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bears Raiders.
Bears Raiders.
Strange.
Ashton Genty.
Dude, yeah.
Finally.
Genty breakout game.
He did it. He looked awesome.
He did.
Michael Myers stance is back.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Back and
what
better
needed
than
to
ever.
happen for him,
Yes.
for his aura to return.
Yes, dude.
Bears won 25-24, of course. Roman Dunze has 5 touchdowns through 4 weeks,
Yeah.
He looks
which
great.
is second in the league only to Amon-Ra from Detroit.
Yep.
So he's been really good. Sure the Bears are happy to have another weapon along with DJ Moore. But Geno was out there doing everything he could to ruin Genty's breakout game. He had 3 picks. He's just, I mean, it seems like Gino's carriage just turned back into a pumpkin.
100%. Yeah, he's full on in pumpkin mode.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, Caleb Williams, maybe we were a little too quick to judge, right? I think this year might have a solid sophomore season. Now I understand it was against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Last week was against the Cowboys. But I think I think I saw a stat. His efficiency rating is like 5th in the NFL right now, which is kind of baffling if you go back to a year from ago and you would have seen him. But I think Caleb, he's coming into his own now, and I think Ben Johnson is really finding something in him. It might take a little while, before they're really something. But I've been impressed with their offense in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, Johnson's a great coach. He knows how to put Caleb in positions to succeed.
Hilarious. He is a very funny guy.
He is amazing. Every time I see him at halftime and the reporter's just asking him a basic question, he's like, just giving him daggers.
Yeah, he's like,
he's staring so deep. He's like, I dare you to ask me a single question.
Yes,
Do it.
He is so funny.
It inspires fear.
He does.
What's with all the blocked field goals as of late?
What is going on, man?
What is happening?
What special teams just like enthusiast has just leaked all this information about all of these teams?
Is it like the Madden 19 glitch where you can just block kicks
Yeah,
wherever you
I
want it?
remember that one.
Just press one click of R2, bang, that's easy. Yeah, something's going on, dude. I mean, it has been insane, the amount of blocked field goals in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
Then this one, I don't know about y'all, but I did not personally expect this game to be as entertaining as it was. Sunday Night Football.
That was awesome.
Holy
Packers,
cow.
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
It was a crying shame that game ended in a tie.
Horrible.
I still think the fact that there's ties in the NFL is
It's crazy.
I think it's a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
I think if there's a game that gets that rule changed, it's this one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I was so locked. I was literally so locked into the game on my couch. I was watching it with a friend of mine, and they kicked that field goal to tie the game at the very end, and I was like, okay, sweet, double overtime.
Right. Yeah.
And then it went final. They started shaking hands. I was like, what is happening?
No.
The game's they have ties in the NFL. I straight up forgot.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, it's genuinely getting to the point where I think it's stupid. It's honestly egregious. Like, there's no other sport other than the one that America does not personally sponsor that still has ties.
Exactly.
I mean, even college football. Like, look at Virginia versus FSU.
Oh,
Look at, I hate
what a
to
game.
say it. I mean, look at a game like Tennessee versus Georgia.
yeah.
Look at any game.
Georgia Tech last year, man.
If that game ended in a tie, I would have rioted.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I would have gone insane.
Best thing ever.
And I mean, look at it this way, too. Now neither team has a win to count for or a loss to count for.
It gets awkward at the end of the season with postseason hopes. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to have to worry about that, but the Packers will have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
And it just gets awkward all the way around.
Do you want to mention scoreagami?
Yes,
First time ever 40-40 score in NFL history.
Huge. Yep.
That's
Love
crazy.
it.
I hope it never happens again.
Yeah, for
Exactly.
real. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Please, dear God.
Well, that's just like a brief mention, too. Dallas has the #1 offense in the NFL.
Do
Who has
they
the number
really?
32 defense?
Dallas.
Dallas
That's
Cowboys.
crazy.
I heard that too.
Just a great stat.
Oh
No,
my
obviously,
gosh.
it's inflated from last week's game.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And I checked that yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe the Jets broke into the #1 offense. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Right now, I forget what stat it's by. It's not by points per game. It's by it's like offensive metrics.
32nd in offensive yard or sorry, in opponents' yards per game, 31st in opponents' points per game. So I mean, when you combine, they're dead last.
Y'all think the Cowboys could use a guy like Micah Parsons right about now?
A guy like that would
100%,
help.
man.
That might be a good trade that they should look into. I think.
Yeah.
I think you should bring that up to Jerry Jones.
See if Jerry's interested.
love
Speaking of Jerry, I saw that Micah Parsons bought field level suites in Dallas and can't get him refunded.
Yeah, I saw that
He
too,
can't
yeah.
get him refunded. No, because they
on.
traded him.
Jerry,
Mm-mm.
come on, man. That's ridiculous, man.
I mean, my roommate here, he's a huge Cowboys fan, which I love to pick on him for. But like we were sitting at lunch today at Gus's talking about like, man, it's so you almost got to feel slightly bad for Cowboys fans. Not really though, but you got to feel slightly bad once because Jerry Jones is in his late 80s at this point. Once like he finally descends, like it's gonna be like Darth Maul or like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Once it happens, guess what? His son's now the owner.
Yeah.
You can't escape it. And
No,
it's
it's staying in the family.
it's really funny.
Yeah. Maybe his son cares though.
Sure, maybe his son is going to be like Luke Skywalker, man.
He's gonna come in and be the savior.
You never know.
I don't know. I think it's about time with all these coach retirements and like, I mean, even Feinbaum now. I mean, it might be time for Jerry Jones to go into politics at this point.
Hey, yeah, I saw Feinbaum's running for senator.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Crazy.
wild. He's
All right.
next Tuberville.
I mean, y'all got anything else about that one, or do we want to kick it over to the
We
No,
Amazing.
it's just
Monday night.
bad defense game, but electric. I enjoy a good shootout.
Very
Just
much
not a tie. Come on,
Yeah.
change that rule.
Exactly.
Now time for what we were all waiting for all week. These two amazing Monday
Amazing
night.
Oh,
lineup for
man.
Monday Night
I mean, Jets Dolphins first.
Jets Dolphins. I will say, Tua looked good. He looked good.
Yeah.
Great
He
bounce
looked
back game
out,
from
Tyreek.
him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek's. I watched the Tyreek Hill play live.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was nasty. That's rough. He tore his ACL, dislocated his knees. He's done. He's out for the year.
But he was smiling. Never has to catch a
Hey,
hospital off
yeah,
of
never
Tua.
had-
Yeah.
He was
Never
happy.
get from
Happy
Tua.
to play
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
Darren Waller, 2 touchdowns.
Vintage Darren Waller. man.
Vintage Darren Waller. He might be back.
And
Good for him.
finally escaped the music video.
I know.
No
man.
kidding.
Oh, I've been seeing that all over my feed. I just, cannot believe the Jets lost to this guy. And it's just that music video over
Yeah.
and over again.
I mean, honestly, though, this game can be summed up with Tua, Achane, and Waller versus Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields looked good.
He looked pretty good.
He
Yeah.
could run the rock. He could
That
run
like
the ball.
40-yard scramble
Yeah,
touchdown
that
he
touchdown
had.
was awesome.
That was crazy. That looked like
Incredible
some Lamar
touchdown.
Jackson stuff in college.
It's just,
Um,
you're the Jets. I don't know if it's ever gonna work. And it sucks that we gotta have Garrett Wilson there still. I mean, he's trapped. Like
Yeah,
it
being
feels like
wasted.
he's just trapped.
Mhm.
And it's so sad that we have a talent like that that's just not gonna see the light of day because they're not gonna let go of him
No.
anytime soon.
hypothetically, I would say imagine seeing him on the Bills, but there's no way he goes in the division.
That'd be so
Imagine him and
awesome.
Josh
I
Allen.
would
Oh,
love that.
my goodness.
Feed families.
Yeah. One more thing. Y'all know Nick Folk, the kicker that's been around
Oh my
forever?
God.
Yeah.
Yes, I could not believe he was walking out there.
He's like 18 years in the league. He's 40 years old. He walks out there and just nails a
it.
58-yarder.
Got a beer belly and everything.
Got a
baby.
beer gut. He's
Doesn't
sitting there
matter.
rocking it.
Yeah.
That's a guy.
That
I
was
love
awesome.
that.
That was
Yes.
awesome.
Titans legend Nick Folk.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Bengals Broncos.
Bengals Broncos.
Bengals. Oh my God, we were talking about the Saints and Titans right now, which is insane because they have Jamar and T. Higgins. They might be right, like one little tiny echelon above those two right now.
Yeah.
They're bottom 5.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They're-
they let up 512 yards. They only got 159. 29 first downs to 9 first downs.
Ooh.
Didn't make it to the red zone past the first drive.
I saw. I can't remember what play it was.
Yeah.
But the Broncos are rushing 3 guys, right?
Yes.
And there were 4 offensive linemen on the nose guard.
Oh,
and the other
no.
guys are just like, open. Yeah. It's like even if Joe Burrow was there, he would be helpless.
It was
They'd
over.
be in the same
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Both ends were just screaming right at Jay Browning. I mean, he maybe had a second to get rid of that ball. And
Yeah.
It was on a 3 down line. It was embarrassing.
I don't blame Jake Browning necessarily.
No.
Like he came in relief duty last year some and the year before and looked good.
Yeah.
But the Bengals have to have Joe Burrow. Have to have him.
Honestly, Joe Burrow's stock has risen in terms of how awesome he is because the fact that he
Yeah.
made this team look even serviceable is pretty impressive.
He's a winner of
Yeah.
this week. Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
he somehow
Joe Burrow
won.
is a winner
Yes,
this
he
week.
is.
I was literally about to say, is it like time to go ahead and bring up like Joe Burrow into the GOAT conversation? Like,
I mean,
this
just
is
for
ridiculous.
he took Zach Taylor to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's
and almost
incredible.
won it. Speaking of Zach Taylor, is it time to have that
That
talk with him?
conversation.
I think it's a classic example of you're given the talent, you're given the keys to the Ferrari, and he's just simply driving it. And the second that he does not have a good team, I mean, and we saw it. We saw it in his first 2 years.
Yeah.
It's over. He's a merchant of a good team.
Yeah.
But it's a good team, so whatever.
He does have a Super Bowl appearance, which is something that Sean McDermott doesn't have, which, great coach.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of other coaches in the NFL don't have.
Connell.
Dan Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Callahan.
Certi-
Actually, you know
certified.
the sad thing is he actually does as a coordinator,
Oh, yeah, he
which is
does.
really sad to think about.
Joe
where was he
Burrow took
coordinator
Brian
for?
Callahan
The
and Zach
Bengals.
Taylor to
Oh, I
a
didn't
Super
know
Bowl.
that.
I'll say that.
Is impressive.
That is Hall of Fame off of
He
that
might
alone.
be, yeah, I think he's Hall of Fame. He could retire right now.
impressive.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Talking a little bit about the Broncos, though, J.K. Dobbins became the first Denver running back today to rush for 100 yards since 2022, which was Latavius Murray in Denver. Yeah, y'all remember that? Latavius Murray in Denver, yeah.
Mhm.
So good for him. I think
He's been a dog.
he's been good. I think he's just easily their best back.
Yeah, I mean, and then let's see. The segment's running a little over here. Rock solid performance of the week. Who do y'all got?
All right. think you should go first.
I'll kick it. I mean,
Go for it.
By the way, the rock solid performance of the week, we should probably introduce this. We're either picking a team, a unit, an individual player, a coach. We're probably never going to pick an owner. But I mean, shoot, if an owner's got a great performance,
You never know.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe week 2 might have gone to Justin Herbert off the field, but we
Yeah,
weren't
I mean,
here
yeah.
yet. So, but my rock solid performance of the week was the Rams offense.
Rams offense,
I mean,
yes.
let me just read
They
out
look
these
good.
stats for y'all. Matthew Stafford, first of all, 375 yards, no interceptions. Puka, 170 yards. Now, Tutu Atwell only had 1 catch, but that 88-yard catch.
It counted.
Devontae Adams, 4 catches, 56 yards. Tyler Higbee, 2 catches, 25 yards. Kyron Williams, Cody Parkinson, Jordan Whittington, Davis Allen, and Blake Corum all recorded at least a reception. And on top of this, they had 100 rushing yards.
Yeah.
101 to be exact. They look ridiculous.
The Rams are good. I think they can easily win that division, and maybe even contend with the Eagles and the Bucks for one of the best teams in the NFC.
Yeah, no, it's time to take them seriously. I mean, I think people are already kind of tuning into that, and now I think it just is even more clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as Matt Stafford can stay healthy, which
Yeah.
at his age is kind of hard to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he can, they're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to be a contender for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah, I got mine was it's this week, but it's also kind of for the entire year, just under the radar. A unit has been the Texans' defense. And I know it's against the Titans' offense. Okay, yeah, good
Yeah.
for you. The problem for them was that their own offense was just as abysmal as the Titans'
Yeah,
offense.
it was
So
bad.
for them to be able to stick with it the entire game when a team couldn't even make it into the red zone on either side until the fourth quarter, and I mean that was impressive to me. And they've been a unit that's been stout all year long. Their defense is first in opposing points per game. Their offense is just sadly 29th in
Ooh.
points per game. So
Yeah.
it's the complete opposite of the Cowboys right now. It's so
Mhm.
I really hope that people now kind of tune in. They understand now the Texans are a pretty solid defense. I think
Yeah.
it's time they get recognition.
Yeah, that secondary is nasty. They got
Exactly.
Derek Stingley, Lassiter,
Yep.
a bunch of other dudes.
Mhm.
I like them.
I think it's time to have a conversation about Derek Stingley and Will Anderson both being maybe top 10
Yeah.
defensive players.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're playing really good this year.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I like the
disgusting.
Texans. I've got a couple here. I'd like to give my rock solid performance of the week to Jackson Dart, quarterback
there you
of
go.
the New York Giants.
go.
He came in relief duty of an abysmal performance from Russell Wilson last week, just throwing the ball out of the end zone on 4th and goal. I don't know what was going on there, but good Lord. Jackson Dart comes in and beats the Chargers, and he played amazing for a rookie quarterback. Brian Dable was losing his mind at the end of the game. He looks like he's never been in love with someone as much as he loves Jackson Dart. He probably loves him more than his own kids. It wouldn't surprise me. But my rock solid performance of the week is Jackson
And I
Dart.
think why he loves him so much, he was just safe with the football the whole game.
Yeah.
Against
Exactly.
a scary defense. And he
Mhm.
did not let that get in the way of him at all. I mean, he was super safe with the football, which is so important, obviously. And,
Yeah.
and when you compare it to Russ, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big sigh of relief for Daboll. Because Daboll's a good coach at the end of the day. And when you just have a guy like Russell just tearing your team apart like that, obviously the guys don't want to play for him. The
Yeah.
guys looked like they wanted to play for Jackson Dart on Sunday. And so I think that's a great pick for rock solid.
Well, it's scary to think, too, and this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll kick it over. I mean, Jackson Dart is currently being coached by the exact same guy who coached Josh Allen.
Right.
That's right, yeah.
Throw that out there.
Just want to
Yeah.
throw that out
That's
there.
for the
Yeah.
potential.
Knows
Just
how
wanna
to
throw that
use
out
him.
Yep.
And so it all falls on me, I guess. I would give my rock solid, and this is slightly biased, so I do want to throw that out there. 100% biased here, right? I was born and raised and fed in the great state of Georgia. I am an Atlanta Falcons fan. After last week, right? We got smoked,
Woof.
30 points by the Carolina Panthers. That same offense that got just destroyed
Mm-hmm.
also put up 34 against the Washington Commanders. And so if you look at guys, we don't have to look at like big names like Bijan Robinson, right? Like obviously he's a killer, but you got like Drake London, Kyle Pitts has come back and he's like been revived.
Yeah, man.
Michael Penix Jr. actually being good.
Yeah,
because
he looks good.
well, and the alternative is Kirk Cousins, who didn't look very good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see because I can tell you 100%. Despite this week, Kirk Cousins is coming in before the end of the year.
You think so? Yeah. I said Penix went from 0 to hero in my notes, as I must have met with a fairy godmother or something before this game. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know
no
what
kidding.
the heck was going on, but he found just his juice in that game.
Yeah.
So I was genuinely impressed. It's a good pick.
Yeah, I want to mention just in that game, Drake London is really put himself into the upper echelon of receivers in the league.
Oh, yeah.
He's looked awesome.
Yeah.
He's been really good. I like him. Bijan's just incredible.
Right, Bijan's
180 plus yards
Oh,
today.
yeah.
He had 100 yards off of 4 catches.
And we didn't really dive into that game. So, I mean,
Not
if we-
really.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we want to, like, take a couple shots into that one, too, I mean,
Yeah,
Bijan's different.
a fun fact that I had was Michael Penix, this is the first game that he's won when his defense allows more than 7 points.
You're right.
Yep. Yeah, that was today.
Pretty much every game. with the
Absurd.
Falcons.
Yeah. I think it was like 0-4 or 5 before this.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yep.
But yeah, the Falcons look good, and I just want to give a shout out to Titan legend Marcus Mariota.
Come on.
He tried.
He tried his best.
He
man.
tried, as
didn't
he always
He
does.
did not look horrible.
No.
And he looked great last week. I mean, it was sad. I wanted him to kind of complete his revenge tour.
Oh, yeah, that
would've
would've been
the
sick.
Raiders last week, then the Falcons. But
Yep.
yeah, man. I mean, he did fine. He did what he needed to do, and ended up not working out. But
It was actually a revenge tour for Dan Quinn also.
yes, it was.
Yeah,
by
it
the
is,
way.
yeah.
Throw that out
Dude,
there,
yeah.
Ryan.
Throw that out there, man. Yeah.
Man,
Shout out Quinn, man. Shout out. Dan
I could see.
Quinn.
There's a world where these two teams meet again in the playoffs. I think.
Oh,
You think
for
so? Yeah.
sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Especially if
Yeah.
Jalen can get healthy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think they're optimistic he'll be back this week.
They need Terry back too. Yeah,
They
he didn't
did,
play this
and I
week.
think they're expecting both of those guys.
Again, yeah, I don't think we should really take much away from the Commanders from this game. This
No,
was,
like they didn't
Yeah,
have.
they,
just-
they
oh
played
well.
good.
I mean, the fact that
They
they
played good.
kept it competitive and put up 27 points
Yeah,
without their
with a
starting quarterback
broken
or
nose.
wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a well-coached team. Wish we could have something like that in Nashville.
Quick break here. We're going to hit you right back here once this hopefully ad
Hey.
is over. We're going to leave it. Alex, help us. Welcome back. I'm sure Alex did not get us an ad there. We still love you, Alex. All right. Let's get you through some stats real quick, just quickly breezing through them. And I'm actually going to save the passing yard stat for last because we were just looking at it during the little break there. It's ridiculous. Like, it's enough to make a grown man cry a little bit. All right.
It's interesting.
I mean, for rush, pretty much everything else was semi-expected except for like a couple here and there. But rushing, we got Jonathan Taylor at the 414, then James Cook with 401, ETN with 394, which was majorly last game.
Oh, yeah.
J.K. Dobbins, same thing, major one-game performance, 323, and Bijan with 314. Receiving, who else but Puka, and an entire 101-yard lead over second place, which who I would argue is kind of unexpected, JSN. And then my fantasy dog this season, Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
And then a guy who I didn't know was cooking like this, Ricky Pearsall, and then Jay Jettis.
Pearsall has looked really good this
Really
year.
good.
Yeah, he's been coming back.
Big Blicky Pearsall, man.
Big Blicky. I like it.
Then defensive leaders, we've got Jonathan. Is that Jonathan Brooks? No, that's Jordan Brooks.
Jordan Brooks, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Jordan Brooks. That like gave me a heart attack for a second.
Did he
Jordan,
switch?
Jordan Brooks has 404. Bobby Wagner has 42 tackles this season. He's number 2.
He's still doing it.
Dodson at the 42 as well. Quavon Walker at the 42 as well, and then Terrell Edmonds with 40. Not really too many big shockers there. Sacks, you got Brian Burns, no shocker there. He's a sack demon with 5 sacks. Byron Young,
Tennessee
my boy.
Yeah.
5 sacks as well.
Looking good.
Granderson for the Saints, really only one of the only bright spots for him, 4.5 sacks. Rashawn Gary, 4.5 sacks. Nick Benito, 4.5 sacks. No real shockers there.
Nope.
And then interceptions, one of my all-time favorite Titans.
One of my heroes.
One of my
growing up.
heroes. Kevin Byard with 3. Devin Lloyd with 3, which that's kind of a strange one. Dang, Jacksonville's got Lloyd and Lewis up there.
Wow.
Lewis got 2. Edmonds has 2. Terrell Edmonds, which that's killing it for the Bears. And then C.J. Bynum for the Colts with 2.
I
But
love Bynum's touchdown celebration where it just bounces off the ground.
With the
Yeah,
mascot
yeah.
hitting the little pelvic thrust, dude, looking like Key and Peele kids out there.
But now,
Yes.
stat I say for last, very much so on purpose. Number 1, Dak Prescott with 1,119 yards. Number 2, Matthew Stafford with 1,114
Still
yards.
doing it.
Danny Dimes with 1,078 yards.
Turning to Danny Diamonds, baby.
Jay Herbo with 1,063. And Jordan Love with 1,000 yards exactly.
I like to see 1,000 yards exactly.
Yeah,
That's just aesthetically
very
pleasing.
crispy
I like that.
clean.
It's crispy.
I really wanted to just mention that because that was beautiful. But a
Daniel
lot of people
Jones.
expected a Dak Prescott bounce back. Seeing Stafford here is not crazy, even though he is in his 40s. That's wild for him. But then Herbert here, not super wild. Jordan Love not here, super wild. But like Daniel Jones being here, and then this being the combination of guys.
Yeah.
Nobody could have predicted this.
Nobody.
No, the fact that we don't see Josh Allen on here. Nope. We don't see Mahomes on here.
Lamar Jackson.
I just want to add, I just expanded the list. Guess who's at 6? Just guess.
Cam Ward.
Drake May.
Drake.
May at 6. Josh Allen 7. Geno Smith at 8. 9. Patrick Mahomes. 10. Jared Goff.
I mean, the
And
fact that we're
Cam
seeing
Ward is
32.
Don't say
26th.
26th.
What would have been better?
More than Jalen Hurts. More than Jalen Hurts. I will say that.
More than Jalen.
More than Jalen Hurts.
I mean, it's
Derrick
just,
Henry's at the bottom of this list, by the way. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's wild to see Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff. Honestly, in the past season, Sam Darnold,
Yep.
Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, and Baker Mayfield all not in the top 5.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott, Stafford, Herbert, Love, and especially Daniel Jones
Yeah.
filling out that top 5. That's ridiculous.
Daniel Jones has been arguably the biggest. He's probably he's definitely the front runner for comeback player of the year,
Oh,
and
for sure.
maybe one of the biggest stories throughout the first couple weeks of the season is how well him and the Colts have played.
Leaving the Giants is a cheat code, man.
No kidding. No kidding.
Oh my goodness.
And then, done with stats here. Going to bounce into the power rankings. And by the way, these are our own personal power rankings. So we're signing our names on these.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately. I mean, mine's pretty good. But unfortunately, we're signing our names on these because I know we're going to look back at this in week 12 and be like, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
But for now, I mean, I guess I'll take the reins here. Obviously, you got the upper echelon. I've got Eagles at 1 over the Bills, despite the funky second half. Eagles got the devil magic right now.
Yep.
Until they
Defending champs.
Exactly. Until they prove me that they don't have the devil magic, I got to keep them at 1. Bills at 2. I think the Lions are back. I think the Lions are at 3. But the Rams at 4 could very easily bounce into the 3.
Yep.
I've got the Bucks at 5. Got the Colts at 6.
Okay. Okay.
I think they are looking really, really scary.
I like the Colts. Yeah.
Then the Packers. I think they kind of took a step back a little bit. Now, offense looks great, but that defense
Who?
that has been so good this season got torched.
George Pickens had his way with them.
And then Chargers, then the Steelers, then the Seahawks.
Okay.
That's my top 10.
I like it. I've got a very similar list. I've got the Eagles at number 1, followed by the Bills. And then over the next couple picks, we pretty much switched every single one. I've got the Rams at 3, Lions at 4, Bucks 5, Chargers 6, then the Colts, Chiefs, and Packers. And for my 10 spot, I have a 3-way tie between the 49ers, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Seahawks.
I like that.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
definitely like that.
So what puts the 49ers in 10 with the Jags and the Seahawks?
Record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just-
I guess, because now they've all beaten each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, now, because the 49ers beat the Seahawks, Jags beat the 49ers. So
Yeah.
that's fair enough. All right. All right.
I mean, I think we kind of talked about our power rankings. I'll ask y'all, who's y'all's biggest move up this week and who's y'all's biggest move down this week between you two guys, between Mr. Bradley and Mr.
Yeah.
Andrew?
I would say that probably giving the Lions is the biggest move up just because they've just further cemented themselves as they are legit, as we kind of mentioned earlier. The biggest drop has to be the Ravens. Insanely disappointing.
I mean, 1 and 3 is tough to come back
And
from.
now I think there's been news that Lamar will not be playing this week, and they're playing against
Really?
the Texans.
Oh, God.
I know we'll get into that later, but that's concerning.
That's bad.
Yeah, so Ravens are definitely the biggest drop.
Isn't there backup Cooper Rush?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now, we're talking biggest deserved drop or biggest just drop, period. Because I think the biggest undeserved drop would be the Buccaneers. I still think the Bucs are top 5.
Like that?
I would argue the biggest drop was Adonai Mitchell on that touchdown.
Yeah, no kidding. That was the literal biggest drop. That could have won him the game.
Like that one.
Yeah, and then Rise, I think y'all are still leaving out Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
I think first few weeks, they're still getting all the dust brushed off of them. I think they're in top 10. I don't
Yeah.
want to like be too hard on them, but
It's every year that the Chiefs start the season slow or they lose a couple games and people write them off, and the next thing you know, they're playing the Eagles in the Super Bowl again. And that's what it's going to be like from now until eternity.
And I'll say this: I'm not writing them off. They're not in my top 10, but I'm not writing them off.
Are they 11?
I mean, they would definitely be my 11. But for sure, I don't think that, like, I think this is the first game where they've really shown a lot of promise. And if we're talking just pure power rankings, I think that these 10 teams have looked better thus far.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But
Yeah.
the Chiefs are definitely chiefing it right now.
They're achieving it, yeah.
I don't know how else to
Yeah.
describe it. They do this every year. It's either them or the Bengals, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's both.
And the
But-
Chiefs are going to get Rasheed back. They're going to get some more
I'm intrigued.
offense. I think they'll be fine.
They'll end up at either 13-4, 10-5, or 12-5, as they always do.
Yep.
Home field advantage.
think so.
Hooray.
winning the AFC.
You think they'll win the
AFC
West? Yeah, you think they'll win the West?
Calling
I
it
got
right
the
now.
Chargers. I got the Chargers still. All right. I trust. I
No.
trust.
All right, now the fun part. Best part of the show. Hot takes. By the way, none of us know each other's hot takes. I'm even turning my computer away.
Yeah, I'll turn mine away.
I mean, I feel like at this point, we just kind of spin a wheel, see who goes first.
We can play rock, paper, scissors.
There you go.
Here, we're gonna spin a marker. Let's
We're
do
spinning a
it.
marker. Let's see.
Mark on the table.
All right.
All right.
Got it, Abe.
I'll take it. And we were just talking about this. The Baltimore Ravens have started 1-3. They have arguably the worst defense in the NFL. And I would like to say that they still not only have a good chance to make the playoffs, but win the division. I looked at their schedule, and just based off of my football expertise and infinite wisdom, I had them finishing 11-6, sweeping the Steelers and taking the AFC North. Wow. Because between them and the Steelers, who else is it? And the Ravens, their defense over the years has been their staple. That's what they're known for. I think they got to get back on track. I know they can do it. Harbaugh's a good coach. But yeah, I still think the Ravens can make some noise.
So I ironically enough said the Ravens will miss the playoffs.
Yes.
That's what we
Yes.
want right there.
I love
baby.
it.
I said it because I knew Lamar is definitely or it's not definitely, he's doubtful for this week.
Yeah.
And he's expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
These next 2 games are the Texans, who we just went over. Their defense is insane.
Yeah.
And so that's Cooper Rush having to go up against this defense. And he's not throwing to CeeDee Lamb like he wasn't in Dallas when he filled in. He's throwing to Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Like, that's not nearly the same
Old
receiving
man
core.
D-Hop.
Right. Now, maybe they can rely on Derrick Henry. We'll see. But it's going to be a rough one next week against Houston. You know, Houston also has a lot to prove.
See, when I wrote this down, I did not know
Right,
that
which I
Lamar.
understand.
Yeah.
This was literally like an
Yeah.
hour ago. So that's
wow.
okay. And then they have LA, again, the Rams. So if
Yeah.
Lamar is out for that game, they have a chance of being 1-5. And then you have to be perfect
Yeah.
going on for the rest of the season. That's 2 games against the Steelers, a game against the Packers. Rest of the schedule's not horrible, but I could see them missing the playoffs entirely, which insane because I thought at the beginning of the season, very strong Super Bowl contender.
Oh, yeah.
Much
Everyone.
did,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my hot take. Again, hot take. You know, I mean,
That's what it's for.
that's what it's for.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I love that because as soon as you said the Ravens, I was like, no, he's gonna say the same thing. Oh, just kidding.
No,
It's actually
I
the
flipped
opposite,
it.
Yeah.
Which I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I'll say this to Abe's point, too. I mean, realistically speaking, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. I mean,
Any given Sunday.
they could win these next 2 games. Cooper Rush could go back to Cowboys form,
You
Cooper
never know.
Rush.
Right.
But also, the way it's looking right now.
Yeah.
Just
It's-
optics are low.
It's not looking good. But honestly, I think they're both very much so hot takes because right now the Ravens are just trending to be a mid-tier team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could go 9-8, and then
I
maybe
could
just
see
miss
it,
it,
yeah.
or just get it, right?
And speaking, I just use that to segue into my take. I'm not going to lie.
Beautiful.
Speaking of some team that was supposed to be mid, and this hurts me deeply to say this. Outside of the Bills and the Eagles, the Colts look like the most complete team in the NFL right now.
I agree, yeah. That defense is stout. Jonathan Taylor is easily a top 5 running back. He's having an amazing year. Daniel Jones, of course. They got great guys, Pittman, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs. I love Josh Downs at North Carolina.
Warren,
Tyler
yes.
Warren,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, he's shining.
He's nice.
And I mean, outside of Adonai Mitchell's one bad play,
Yeah.
he killed it. He was
Great
great.
game. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you look at their roster, and it's one of these things where, like, I challenge you to find a hole in their roster, which scares me because those teams are always the ones in the playoffs. Now they rarely actually make it out of the AFC because it's such
Yeah.
a brawl.
Cutthroat.
Once you get to the divisional round. But they're all, I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. Titans 3 years ago, 3 or 4 at this point. It was the Tannehill year where we ran into the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Just one of those teams. We look super complete. And it's hard to stop a complete team in the playoffs until you run into the Chiefs' devil magic.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think I've now mentioned the Chiefs' devil magic 3 times on this show, which is
Good.
really
Pretty valid.
Really,
Yeah, they've got it.
really-
They've got it.
And it's also insane that we got like all 4 of us agree. Like, but anyways, back to my take. I think that the Colts just don't have a hole on their team right now that's obvious. Now something will get exposed eventually. But the only hole I can even point to is they don't have a great backup running back. But Taylor's been healthy.
I was about to say he's
yeah.
been fine being the running back
Yeah.
one. He's
Yeah,
been
give him
out
20
there.
carries a game.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
I like it.
I guess it's my turn. So
You got it, man.
this one, I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this, but I'm okay. Bring me your slings and arrows. I don't think the Eagles are gonna make the playoffs.
Whoa! Whoa! Would you like to repeat that?
The only reason that
oh my
the only
gosh.
reason the Eagles are winning right now is because Jalen Hurts gets like 150 yards on the ground every single game. If you look at Saquon Barkley's stats, I think he had like 40. It has gone down every week. His not his carries, but his yards. And then you look at AJ Brown. He's like reading books on the sideline, man.
He's
not
weird
doing
tweeting
anything.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, like great
Yeah.
wide receiver, hasn't really done much, So it's really just Jalen Hurts and Goddard, and like, you take that how you want, but they don't have many wins that are of substantial point differential, I guess, and so
I'm not blowing teams out.
yeah, not blowing teams
Like they
out.
were last year. Yeah.
And you look at it, they're playing the Giants twice, which we can say that the Giants aren't very good, but they beat the Chargers.
They can beat the Eagles. I think that.
They're playing the Lions. They're playing the Packers. They're playing the Cowboys again.
Close game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I don't see them coming out.
Not even in the playoffs.
Not even
Well,
in the playoffs.
I love it. That's a hot
that's
take.
a hot take.
And
That
also
is
this-
I can tell you
hot.
believe,
I'll-
which is awesome.
Good
I'll toss you a
Lord.
little layup here too. That I don't even know. They play the Lions and the Bills as well, and the Commanders
Oh,
twice.
Yeah, no, they're
So they have a tough schedule.
NFL threw the whole league at them.
Yeah, they did. I mean, yeah,
Make them
having to
defend
play
it.
the NFC North just sucks, anyways.
Yeah.
and yeah, when you throw the Bills on top of that, you got to play the Commanders twice at the end of the season. That could get interesting. They could be fighting for a spot. Man, I don't know.
I know you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this makes a lot of sense.
Right. I mean, it's kind of hard, yeah, because the Broncos, that could be a game they drop. And then, as we already touched on the Giants, they could split those. So now that's 5 wins, right?
And-
Vikings, maybe.
And I firmly believe in my soul, if Mike Evans didn't even have to be 100%. If he was just 60% and played, they would have won.
Fair point. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Honest, we all dropped some hot takes for week.
That's
for this
good.
first
I
week,
like
guys.
it.
I like
That
this.
is-
Set the bar high.
All right, it's time
I hope
for
it comes true, man.
time for the time. I know. I'm kind of hoping that I was gonna say maybe both of y'all's comes true. We have the weirdest NFL yeah. Hey, with the way that ties are going, maybe they're just gonna.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Ravens end the season with 2 ties or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be the 7.5 seed. in the
You
AFC
just see
playoffs.
Goodell kind of like, I guess here's this trophy that we
Yeah.
created for being the
Yeah.
weirdest team of all
Yeah.
time.
All right, fun part of this week, the really, really fun part now, where we all look like idiots next week,
Oh yeah.
but look really smart right now.
Right?
Pick them.
Next week's preview.
I'll go ahead and say we've got some teams on bye starting this week. We've got the Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers all on bye that will not be playing.
Which, by the way, I just want to say this. The fact that there's NFL teams who have a bye right now, that's a very small issue that I think needs to be addressed in the league. But still, I think that honestly, it would make more sense if either we do the double bye system that
Yeah.
Joe Burrow talks about every offseason and always gains a lot of traction.
Then it just never happens. Yeah.
Or I don't know. I've also seen this thing. I forget what league it is. I think it's a soccer league where there's like a 6-week stretch in the middle of the season. There's a lot less games going on, but that's when every team has a bye. And I would be down for either option because
Yeah.
I think the fact that those 4 teams are now going to have to struggle for the rest of the season, that or give it to the bottom feeders of the league. I mean, the Saints and Titans can kind of take their
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
give us 3 buys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're making the playoffs.
It's
Come on
3
now.
non-losses.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Anyways, Pick'ems. All right, first game, Thursday Night Football, which, by the way, Thursday Night Football last season, awful. Thursday Night Football this season,
Pretty good.
killing it so far.
Pretty good.
And it's ironic, last week's Thursday Night Football, they had to do this on purpose, was the first half of the NFC West. This is the second half of the NFC West,
Yeah.
arguably the better half of the NFC West.
I think so.
Niners at Rams. I mean, I guess we just go in a circle here.
Yeah. Go for it.
My pick, I've got the Rams in this one. And I don't know. I don't think I really need to explain this one too much. I think the 49ers look like a high-level mid team. The Rams look dangerous. At home in front of 17 screaming Rams fans, I think they get it done.
Rams house, man. Yeah, I also have the Rams. They've beaten the 49ers the past 3 games they've played. And Ricky Pearsall might be out. That's the one downside of us doing this Tuesday. We're not sure injury-wise. But if Pearsall's out, I 100% take the Rams. And right now, I'm like at a 90%. The Rams are going to win.
I like that. I've also got the Rams. I just think that Stafford, the quarterback matchup there is definitely in Stafford's favor. They've got better receivers. Christian McCaffrey, the better running back, but Kyron Williams, very good in his own right. And the Rams defense is just electric. Them boys can fly.
Yeah. I'm going to go Rams. I like the Stafford Puka Nacua matchup. I also, the 49ers, I like the 49ers, but Nick Bosa's hurt. Who do they really have, wide receiver-wise? Because it's really just
Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's Ricky and Christian McCaffrey.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are their
So,
two.
like,
Yes.
Yeah,
You
those
don't
are
have
two big
anybody
pass
else.
catchers.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do something really stupid for this one.
Go for it.
So we're going to be in London for this one.
Yes.
The Vikings versus the Browns in London, which, by the way, absolutely terrible matchup. But, hey,
Yeah.
maybe if they wouldn't have lost the war, maybe they would have gotten a better matchup.
Yeah, you think? Why do you think we send the Jags over there as
Yeah,
often?
Yeah,
there's
I was
a
about to
reason.
say-
All right,
Yeah.
there's a reason.
I hope there's a lot of Americans eating hot dogs in the stands.
Yeah.
Especially after the Ryder Cup loss.
Is it an early game? Is it one of those
It is.
9:30?
It's a 9:30
9:30.
kickoff.
Okay, awesome.
So with that being said, the city of Knoxville will not be awake yet for this game.
No, absolutely
But-
not.
On a Sunday morning. No.
Vikings Browns. I have the Vikings. I think the skid has to stop. And honestly, both of these teams are a very bottom tier in the league. They're not on the Saints and Titans level.
Yeah.
They're both the bottom tier teams. I think the Vikings are slightly better. And I'll say
Yeah.
this too. These two teams are both definitely very scrappy, and I totally see them as like 5 to 7 win teams that you do not want to play late in the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Vikings.
Yeah, I say Vikings too. I'm honestly a little bit higher on the Vikings than that. I think that they have a chance at making a wild card. I won't say they definitely will, but I think that they have an opportunity to. Mainly because of how we kind of talked about O'Connell and just being able to find a way with quarterbacks. But the one matchup that I'm a little worried about is Cleveland's defensive line against the Vikings' offensive line. As I touched on earlier, the Vikings gave up 6 sacks against the Steelers. So obviously when you have Myles Garrett across the way, that's a little scary. But speaking of 6, Joe Flacco has thrown 6 interceptions, and we saw what the Vikings can do to quarterbacks who are interception prone.
Yeah.
So I do think the Vikings defense will bring it home for the Vikes.
Yep, I'm going with you too. I got the Vikings winning in a defensive battle. I think low scoring. Brian Flores with the Vikings defense loves to send pressure. The Browns, as bad as they are on offense, their defense is serviceable. I'll give them that. Stefanski always keeps the boys playing. But yeah, give me the Vikings in a low scoring, kind of boring London game.
I got the Browns.
I love it.
Yeah, like you got to think, right? And first off, let's say that Joe Flacco does play.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna see that Flacco magic. It's like he's gonna go
Just
crazy.
the random game that he always has.
Yeah, and he's a little bit older. Older people tend to like more travel in Europe stuff. So I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure
loved
he's
it.
gonna just be in the zone.
Yeah.
And then I like your talk about Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Vikings can stop Myles Garrett.
Anyone can.
Yeah.
He's an
But
animal.
especially the Vikes.
Yeah, especially the Vikings.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going with the Browns. 100%.
I like it.
It's not a bad pick.
All right.
All right, next one. Texans Ravens.
All right.
And I mean, I don't know. This game feels interesting. There's two sides on this. I feel like this game feels really interesting and feels like the Texans could kind of get back on track.
Yeah.
Or on the complete other end of the spectrum, the Vikings, or not the Vikings. Oh my goodness, the Ravens need this, and they could also get really back on track quickly. But at the same time, this game could be flexed to 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon on Cartoon Network. I mean, this is a terrible matchup. If Lamar was there,
it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, the problem is definitely Lamar not being there in this game. They're, as you said, they need to win this game.
Yeah.
I just said it's going to be interesting because you got very good versus very good with the Ravens offense, which is electric. I know Lamar's out, but still very good offense the whole season, right? Yeah. As I mentioned many times, Texans defense, very good. Then you got the very bad versus very bad with the Texans offense against the Ravens defense. Yeah. So it's just going to be really fun on one side of the ball, and the other side of the ball is going to be really dang boring. So, we'll see which good outweighs the other good. Yeah. And I think I do have the Texans, but it's going to be sloppy. It's going to be a sloppy game.
I would say I forgot to make my pick. I got Ravens in that one.
Okay.
But I completely agree with you. This is going to be a coin toss game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Derrick Henry can just hold on to the ball, if he can just hold on to the ball and break a big run like he always does, the Ravens definitely stand a chance. I wrote down the Ravens this morning when I made my picks. I wasn't aware of the Lamar Jackson injury updates. So with that being said, give me the Texans. They got to get right. And maybe the Ravens can afford to drop this one. We'll see.
Hear me out. C.J. Stroud is the same level as Cooper Rush is. I'm going with the Ravens.
There you go.
All right.
Derrick Henry is a monster still. All he's got to do is hold on the ball this time, right? We'll be okay. Yeah. And then it's not that the Texans' defense is bad. It's that their offense is atrocious. And I think the Ravens' defense, which is also atrocious, can do a better job than the Texans' defense.
They can be less atrocious.
Yeah, totally get it. Yeah. Do you see CJ struggling against this Ravens defense? Or do you think it'll be like, he'll be okay, but just not enough?
I think he'll be okay. I don't know what happened between his freshman year and this year, but rookie year, whatever you'll call it. Yeah. But yeah, he's not good. And he's got to get that fixed. This could be the day he fixes it, but I don't think it will.
Seen an interesting trend here. We had 4-0, then 3-1, then 2-2.
All right.
Any more thoughts on that last one? Or are we kicking it over to the next one?
Kick it over.
Which is another one that could be flexed to 3 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon on Cartoon Network, maybe even Nickelodeon for this one. Dolphins-Panthers.
Oh. Oof.
I mean, this is looking at this slate, this is not a good week.
It's not. It really isn't.
There's maybe 2 interesting games.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
I got the Panthers, but this is a podcast. Y'all can't see,
you
y'all
have
can't see
to
my
pick a
face,
team.
Yeah. Like, if I had to pick one, I guess the Panthers. I mean, Bryce Young hasn't had a really good game in a second since he played the Falcons. And I wouldn't say he was really that great. He kind of got it done.
Yeah, they got it done.
More the Falcons offense just couldn't figure it out that 1 week for some reason.
I mean, I don't know. Both these teams are just the low tier mid of the league.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a fun game to watch, and I'm very glad that I'm not in the coverage area for that one.
No kidding.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins only because on Monday night they showed me they can still get it done without Tyreek Hill. And they looked serviceable enough, way more than the Panthers did against the Patriots. And the Dolphins played the Patriots well, so if transitive properties somewhat exist in the NFL, I'm going to have to take the Miami.
Yeah, I'm going with that. Tua finally looked good last week, and even though they've lost Tyreek, they still have Jalen Waddle. And, I mean, Darren Waller might be back. Maybe Ollie Gordon gets a carry or two. Devon Achane. Yeah, give me the Dolphins in a probably ugly game. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
My heart says Panthers. Yeah. I think Chuba Hubbard's a really good running back. Like, I think that they have good weapons. Do I believe in Bryce Young? Absolutely not. But I just don't see the Dolphins pulling it off, you know?
All right, next game. Raiders-Colts. Another one just... I mean, this just feels like a gimme game for the Colts, especially they're at home. The Colts, something that I think goes, I don't have any stats on this. I really don't remember the Colts losing that much at home. As of late and period. Maybe I'm just making up a stat in my head, but I don't know. They seem much better at home, and against a Raiders team that's maybe we might see a little bit more Ashton Genty. Still, they're terrible. They have a terrible roster, and
Yeah, they don't. I mean, other than Max Crosby, name a player on the Raiders defense.
Exactly.
I can't.
I could.
Yeah, the Raiders have
can't.
the 23rd worst opponent passing yards per game, and I think Daniel Jones is going to show out again. I think he's just going to keep going, keep
Yep.
rolling. You know, it's so weird to say that. But
I know.
he's going to keep rolling. Really, the Raiders' only hope is that Kenny Moore went down with an injury. That's kind of their only hope is that maybe Geno can figure it out against a hurt Colts defensive backfield, but Geno's looked atrocious.
Yeah, he's just not been
I don't know
good.
what happened to him. I don't know what broke him, but he has not looked good. So I got the Colts winning big.
It might be time to write back.
I think he did right back.
I think Geno needs to
he's
write back.
definitely- Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones might sign that letter for him this
He
week.
might, yeah,
give,
there
me
you
the,
go.
give me the Colts, yeah. Just the Raiders haven't done anything inspiring for me at all except for Ashton Genty this year. I mean, Brock Bowers is an elite weapon, but it feels like they haven't really been utilizing him as much as they did last year. And I don't know, that could just be the share with Genty, but yeah, give me the Colts.
I guess y'all really believe in Danny Dimes. I think at some point, I don't even think, at some point, he's going to have a revision. He's going to turn back into
to a pumpkin.
He's going to turn back
he's
into a
going to be
pumpkin.
the Giants' Danny Dimes again. And I think this is the game.
Think this is the
I
game?
think this is the game because nobody's expecting. You're like, oh, it's the Raiders. So they're not practicing hard. He's like, oh, I'm Daniel Jones. I am him. Right?
Yeah.
He ain't him. And so you're going to find out this weekend.
All right. This one, thriller. One of our only great games of the week. The New York Football Giants. The New Orleans Saints.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord, what a matchup. I'm gonna take a sleeping baby in the stands. No. I'm kidding. I'm gonna take the coldest white boys currently in America.
Yep.
Cam Scattaboo and Jackson Dart. I don't know. It just feels like they have some momentum right now. Now, do I think they're gonna be like a playoff team or anything off this momentum? Absolutely not. But I don't know. They feel like they've got a little bit of mojo right now, and I could totally see them being a fun team going down the stretch. But I've got the Giants.
Yeah, I actually have the Saints in this one only because the Giants' offense, as good as Dart was, just maintaining, what he needed to do, holding on to the ball and everything, they were very predictable. And I think the Saints, now they have film on Jackson. The Chargers didn't necessarily have that. They got a little bit more film on them. They didn't completely suck versus the Bills. They weren't amazing by any means, obviously, but they didn't completely suck. And I think, a lot of times these horrible teams, they just kind of find one way to get a win, just randomly, throughout the season. And I kind of think that this is the Saints. It's their time. They're home. I like the Saints here.
Yeah, two pretty weak opponents going against each other. I mean, the Giants, like you said, coming off of a high from beating the Chargers last week. But Cam Scattaboo is one hard man to tackle.
dog.
I don't think the Saints can bring him down easily. I don't think they've got the defense to stop the rushing attack of him and the ability of Jackson Dart. Give me the Giants.
I'm going to go Saints, but solely because of Alvin Kamara.
Nice.
He's going to make it happen. And he's really the only, positive thing that the Saints have.
Yeah.
So he's going to make it happen for his city.
Yeah, I mean, Hampton put it on last week. I could see Kamara having himself a day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is like an undercover kind of fun game. Cowboys at Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a Justin Fields believer, and he's proven me wrong very many times.
Every time.
But he's starting to look fun again, and I'm not going to take him anyway. So I'm going Cowboys. I think Dak continues this really hot run and brings it to New York. But again, this is my sneaky good game of the week. I think this game could get
It could be good.
really,
I could see
really
it, yeah.
interesting.
I said maybe finally Cowboys will have a game that is not a complete shootout. But who knows? It could be another 50 to 40 game. But I really think that the Cowboys are going to put the Jets away early. I think they have a lot of momentum coming in to this game. I know they just tied, but it was a very good tie for the Cowboys, a little bit less of a good tie for the Packers. Yeah. So I think the Cowboys are kind of riding high. They're like, you know what? We can maybe piece together something. You have the Jets. If you don't beat the Jets, oh, my God, then it's really time to press the panic button in Dallas.
Yeah.
So, I got the Cowboys because they need this one.
Going with you, I got the Cowboys. Dak has looked awesome. Is CD, what's up with him? Is he coming back?
It looks like this week he'll still be out.
Okay.
But then the next week he'll be back.
Well, I mean, even in his place, George Pickens last week, he proved that he could be just as good. He's electric. And Javonte Williams for Dallas has sneakily been a very good addition. I didn't really think too highly of him coming in just because of the last couple years in Denver outside of the one good season he had. But if the Cowboys can get him going as well as George Pickens and Jake Ferguson, they've got a real shot. They just don't really have a defense.
Yeah, they just don't.
Granted, sometimes you don't need a defense, and Justin Fields will just lose the game for
That's
himself.
kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a shootout.
Okay.
I still think the Cowboys are going to win because I think the Cowboys' defense, even though it is terrible, I think that they're better than the Jets' offense,
Yeah.
but just marginally.
Yeah.
And I got Garrett Wilson balling out this week. So
I like that.
I like that.
Yep.
Look at us in agreement on this one.
That's sweet.
I have a feeling we're not going to be in agreement on this one.
What's that?
Broncos Eagles.
Ooh.
Which honestly,
Take it.
I could see this being a really fun game. I could see this being a really boring game.
Mm-hmm.
I could see both defenses just being really fired up, and I don't know about y'all, but I'd much rather see a shootout than a defensive performance. But
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
understand the people who like a defensive game, but I do not like a defensive game. But again, Broncos, fantastic defense. I would say honestly probably the most underrated defense in the NFL. They are a top
they're
3
nuts.
defense.
They are nice.
And then Eagles are a fantastic defense. I want to pick the Broncos so bad, but I have to pick the Eagles.
Have to.
I got the Eagles pulling away late. I did highlight the Broncos defense is going to give Jalen Fitz. I'm a little worried about him in that pocket there.
Yeah.
But I do think Saquon's going to have his Superman moment for this season in this game. Amari Hampton had his breakout game against the Broncos. That was kind of when it was like, okay, here we go. Maybe he's something. And then Jonathan Taylor, he put up 215 total yards against the Broncos.
Yeah, he looked
And
really
again,
good.
that defense is really good, but for some reason, a good running back is kind of their kryptonite. Looks like Saquon Barkley might have himself a day.
Yep.
I got the Eagles.
I'm going with y'all. I got the Eagles. Like y'all said, I think it's going to be a defensive battle. Low scoring, run the football. That's what these two teams are going to do. I mean, through the first couple weeks we've had, the offenses between these two teams have just been underwhelming. Bo Nix has been underwhelming. Jalen Hurts has been underwhelming. A.J. Brown doesn't even exist anymore as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, give me the Eagles in a sub 30-point over-under game. Yeah.
I'm taking Broncos.
I assumed.
This
you
is
go.
where it all.
This is where it starts, right? Yeah.
So like, really, the only thing that I like about the Eagles, I do like some things about the Eagles, but it's defensive line, right?
Oh, yeah.
They have just incredible defensive line. Everything else after that, I think that they are exposable, and so not that I think Bo Nix is great, but Sean Payton does.
Right.
So I think somewhere in there, Bo Nix is gonna show us that dog. And on top of that, let's assume that the Eagles decide not to run, right?
No.
They're gonna run.
Yeah.
But Patrick Surtain,
Yeah.
one of the, top
Yeah.
5 cornerback, they
Elite.
have the best backfield for defense.
Yeah.
And even though the Eagles don't pass, I feel like they're gonna try, and I feel like that's gonna get shut down.
That's going to be a problem.
Interesting. I like it.
Man, Jalen Hurts could have a big one, throw for 100 yards. That would be insane.
That would be
Wow.
That would actually break his
Season
career
best.
record.
Break the career, huh?
Yeah.
I think if he throws for 121 yards, that would be his all-time career high combined.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Sorry, I just got sidetracked. I'm a Cubs fan. The Cubs just won.
Did they?
Go Cubbies.
Nice.
Back to the NFL, though. It's time to talk about them again. The best team in NFL history.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
Tennessee Titans go on the road
No.
to visit the Arizona Cardinals, where we're going to get our butts handed to us. Cardinals are going to win that.
It's, yeah.
But though I will say, I'm a fully a Titans homer. Like in our picks league that me and my buddies have, I picked the Titans to go 9-8 this season because I don't think I've ever picked the Titans to have a losing season.
Yeah.
But if I'm being realistic on a podcast show and I want my credibility to still be there, Cardinals.
Yeah. Not much of a surprise. Also going to pick the Cardinals. I do think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have kind of a get-back game because he needs one, and this is a great opportunity to have that. And I think that this could be Callahan's last game as a head coach.
Yay!
You promise?
I
Do you
want to
promise?
I want to
Oh, my
promise so
goodness.
hard. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with y'all. Like Grayson said, diehard Titans fan, loved them my whole life, suffering. Give me the Cardinals by any way, shape, or form. Any way they want it, any time they want it, they're gonna get it. The Cardinals, I mean, the Titans just suck. Wouldn't surprise me. Here's what I want to say about the Titans: they might not win a single darn game. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. Wouldn't surprise me at this point. But at least Cam's starting from rock bottom, and you can only build up. Or you could go 0-17 again.
I got Cards.
Yep.
I don't have the Cards because the Cardinals are good. I have the Cardinals because the Titans are trash.
Yep.
If the Cardinals lose this, I don't think there should be a person in Arizona that watches them.
Yeah.
I would have to agree. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be the game of the week at this point. There's not really a standout game. It's between these next two, maybe Monday Night Football as well. But it's Buccaneers at Seahawks.
It'll be a fun one.
Game of the
Yeah,
week
it's
for
gonna be a
sure.
fun. It's gonna be a fun one. Have y'all seen all this stuff about? Oh my God, who's the? They drafted him 2 years ago. He's an absolute dog. He's the cornerback for the Seahawks. He's saying that he wants
Woolen?
out. Yeah.
Oh, I have
Tariq
not. He
Woolen?
wants out.
Yeah. Reek Woolen. Yeah, they're saying that Reek Woolen might want out.
Just
Whoa.
quit or trade just in middle of the season.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, because
God.
apparently he's not very happy with what Witherspoon's taking his spot.
Right.
Oh, but
And-
I mean, they're both
They're
dogs.
both great.
I mean, my thing is like,
Have a
I was
good
obviously
duo. I mean,
that's
Legion
just
of
that's just some NFL
Come on
drama.
now.
That's some NFL drama that if there's
crazy. I didn't hear about that.
there's some listeners, if you want to tell your girlfriend about some juicy
For real, yeah.
NFL
Yeah,
takes,
that is
which is something
spicy.
I've been trying to get
I'll take
into
my
lately. By the way, highly recommend. Very fun to try to like
Oh, yeah.
girl
Explain
try to
football to your girlfriend.
try to
Yes.
girlify some NFL drama.
Uh-huh.
She's eating it up. I let her talk to me about Dancing with the Stars if I get to talk to her.
Hey, I have the
Yep.
exact same deal.
Yeah, she was in on the Pickens, or not Pickens. Oh my goodness. I mean, she's kind of in on the Pickens drama because I was telling her
Yeah.
about him crashing out, but she kind of got in on the Micah Parsons drama. But anyways,
Oh, yeah.
out of that, I just don't see a world where the Buccaneers don't bounce back. Honestly, I understand they're in Seattle, and I understand it's an afternoon kickoff, which is scary in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I still see a world where they bounce back though.
Yeah.
I've got the Buccaneers.
I have a game where the Seahawks at home prove that they're legit this year, and I do love the Buccaneers. So I think the Seahawks squeak by in this game. Would love to see this matchup again in the playoffs, whether it's wild
Yeah,
card
for
division.
sure.
I would love to see that again.
For sure.
And especially if it's at Tampa Bay, then I would pick the Bucks. But at Seattle, I got to pick the Seahawks here.
Yeah, in my notes for this game, I included some score predictions, and I had this game as a 75-point total between these two teams.
Would not shock me.
I got Bucks winning 44-31 in a shootout. Yeah, I think Baker and Emeka continue to improve. Chris Godwin really coming back, and Mike Evans maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah. But Bucky Irving is legit. He's just about everything we thought he would be coming into the season. He's been lights out. But yeah, give me the Buccaneers.
I'm taking the Bucks. I like that you talked about like the home advantage with the Seahawks because they do have they're known for that.
Right, 12 minutes.
I think the Buccaneers have a much better defense, and I don't really we can talk about Sam Darnold and he had a comeback, but you mean to tell me you think Sam Darnold's better than Baker Mayfield?
Don't think he's better than Mayfield. I think he'll be better on Sunday. That's what I'm hoping.
That's fine. We're gonna see on Sunday though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Bucks by a pretty good margin. We'll say 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So
And I'll say this too. How can you not love these two teams? This is such a fun matchup.
Yeah. It is.
There's not anyone on either of these teams that you can hate. Especially you got Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving's might be the most fan loved player.
Everyone
Right
loves
now-
Bucky
Yeah.
Irving.
Like,
you not?
how could you not love Bucky? I mean, if you don't follow Bucky Bucky Irving Lover on
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
account-
you
that
have
account
to.
is so
Even if
good.
you don't care about football, it's the funniest post you'll ever see. But on the flip side, the Seahawks, JSN is fun. Sam
Yeah.
Darnold is fun. Sam Darnold's reviving his career.
K9.
K9 is
That
fun.
boy.
Charbonnet.
And then
Charbonnet's great
fun.
too, yeah.
And then
I like him.
I mean, they got as long as I don't think Trey Holland's actually gonna leave. I think he's just trying to make it a little bit
Making
of a.
Probably. It might be a contract year. Not sure.
Yeah.
But, it could be.
But I mean,
I will say that this is the reunion of these two former Panthers quarterbacks, Baker
Yes,
Mayfield
it
and
is.
Sam Darnold.
Yes, it is.
They're coming back.
Yes, proving that the Panthers are just a really crappy organization.
Yeah, just dumpster fire.
Yes.
Exactly.
I saw Mike Evans will not be back for this game.
Oh,
Okay.
But
Yeah.
they were fine without him last week.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, this will be a great game. Other game that I'm saying might be contending, and it depends on if they're going to have their guys back. Commanders at Chargers could get interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, we're assuming Jaden Daniels will be back, assuming. And then Terry McLaurin is kind of a 50-50, I'm pretty sure. Even with that, I think the Chargers at home, again, with their home field advantage of 17 people and their artificial pumped-in crowd noise, I still think the Chargers will win this game. And I'm not saying it because the Commanders are bad or that the Commanders are worse than the Chargers. I'm just simply saying that the Chargers are going to have to bounce back.
Yeah.
Because if they drop 2 in a row to 2 NFC East opponents in a row, it's not going to look very great for them. And honestly, the Commanders have a lot less to lose in this game than the Chargers do. Chargers are going to play with some energy. I've got the Chargers.
Yep. I said, yeah, I'm very confident in the Chargers defense. Once again, I think they'll kind of suffocate that Commanders offense. Jaden's coming back from the injury. Might take a second to kind of get warmed up. And then on the flip side, I know the Chargers have insane offensive line issues right now with Joe Alt still being out. But the Commanders just lost another defensive end, Javonte John Baptist, and their defensive line already wasn't that scary compared to the past 2 defensive lines that the Chargers have played. So I do think that the Chargers are going to show, once again, they are still a top 10 team in this league, and they'll be the Commanders.
Yep. I'm going with y'all. I got the Chargers. Justin Herbert, him and Quentin Johnston have they are a great duo. Lad McConkey is an amazing slot receiver.
And then Keenan, man.
Keenan's still doing it.
I can't believe people doubted him going into this year when he was perfectly fine on the Chargers, before he went to Chicago.
Yeah, he was a
Why would he not
great
be
receiver.
this year
Yeah.
again? Yeah.
And Harbaugh's a tough coach. He'll have the defense flying around. They'll be lighting people up. But yeah, give me the Chargers.
I'm going Commanders.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got to be odd man out.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be a really close game. Terry McLaurin really hasn't done a whole lot this season, so if he does come back, I think this is going to be like his game.
Okay.
And I kind of think that we are undercutting the Commanders' DBs. So
Yeah.
like I think that they do have a pretty good defensive unit. We can talk about the injuries, and that's like a thing. But yeah, other than that, like I think it'll be like 3 points maybe.
Yeah, it'll definitely be close. And I get what you're saying with the DBs. My only concern is the Falcons' offense this past week, was able to be super productive.
That's true.
And then, but the Panthers somehow shut them down. Again, I know the transitive property doesn't work all the time, but that is one thing that I'm like, well, I don't know.
And I think there too was hey, if we don't get our act together against the Commanders,
You're right.
what are we doing?
It was
Whereas
a needed
like
game for the Falcons. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm with
and
you.
like the Chargers lost, but it wasn't like they got blown
Not an
out.
embarrassing loss. It's just,
Yeah.
oh, well, it happened.
30 getting put up 30 by the Panthers. It's probably the worst thing you can do.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Penix needed it.
And then next game, which, let me just say, looking at this from week 1, looked like an absolute stunner
Yeah.
of a game. Now, looks like an absolute whew, Lions at Bengals.
Yeah.
Do I need to say anything, or can we just...
Oh, we can just move on.
I mean,
said
I was
kids
about
look
to say-
away.
Yeah, kids look away.
All right, let's
It's
just
gonna-
say, let's just all say our picks at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Lions.
Awesome.
Easy.
Moving on. I honestly kind of feel bad for the
I've been
Bengals fans. of this
putting names next to picks, not this one. Lions.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you need.
That's it.
Yep. All right. And then Sunday Night Football, Patriots at Bills.
Another sneaky good game, I
Sneaky
think.
good
Yeah,
game.
Vrabel's going to have the boys ready to play. 2 cold weather teams. Not sure the weather up north, but I'm sure it's not going to be warm this late in the year. I'm going to go first just because I started talking.
Yeah, go for it.
Give me the Buffalo Bills. I think they're, like we said, top 2 team in the league, best team in the AFC. The Patriots, good, not the Bills. I got the Bills.
I like it.
I got Pats.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I think the Patriots have a better defense. I'm pretty sure Joey Bosa just got hurt, so He's going to be out for an extended period of time, and he's like their best player on defense. And I don't necessarily think he's that good anyway. Bills are going to do what Bills do. Josh Allen's going to have a day, and it is what it is. You know, James Cook's probably going to get 80 yards and a TD. But I think Drake May's going to prove all the haters. Yes, he is the top in the AFC East, right?
Yeah. This is when he asserts it.
This is happening.
All
Pats
right.
are back, baby.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
awesome. My heart was right there with you, man, but my brain just can't. And the main thing is it's prime time. If it wasn't Sunday Night Football, I would say, ooh, like it's way closer than we might be thinking. But because it's prime time and it's Josh Allen in prime time, he's won over 70% of those games, and most of those losses were early in his career. I just have to put Josh Allen winning at prime time at home. It just feels like he'll be okay. Now, maybe next year, okay. Like, Patriots might really be legit. Yeah. And I want the Patriots because it just feels like, kind of a culmination. Like, it just kind of feels like the Patriots are up right now.
Yeah.
And you are right about that Bills defense. I think long term, that Bills defense needs to get something figured out because it has not looked
100%
great at all.
Yeah.
So, and Josh Allen can't put on that cape every single game. But I think he does in Sunday night, and I do think the Bills win.
And I second that. I do think that the Bills are going to finish this game out. I think that the Bills are just too good of a team to lose this early. And I think also, and this goes back to the Eagles a little bit too, I think the Eagles and Bills are going to be playing with a little bit of extra firepower too, just because both those teams do not like each other.
Yep.
And both those teams know that they can rile their fan bases up, which honestly, those two are the teams in the league that if you can get their fan bases riled up, they're the most dangerous.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think they can keep both fan bases riled up and both teams going undefeated. Yeah, I think they keep a lot of momentum. So with that being said, I do have the Bills in this one.
Good pick. Could definitely see the Patriots making some noise.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So closely.
Yeah.
I'd be not surprised.
All right, and then last game, this one could kind of
Another sneaky.
Not bad.
Real sneaky.
Not bad.
This is such a strange matchup. It's like seeing like an SEC team play a ACC team in week 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really
you never
weird.
see the Chiefs play the Jaguars. I feel, but
A few years ago, right?
we got
I think
it.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in 23.
Yeah, we got it. And it's Chiefs at Jaguars too, which makes this game really interesting. And honestly, I don't know who to pick. This was the one game this week where I was like, every time I would pick the Jags, I'd be like, but they're playing the Chiefs and they're kind of getting hot. And again, I'm gonna say it for the 5th time, Devil Magic.
Devil Magic.
But then the second I start leaning towards the Chiefs, I'm like, man, but the Jaguars at home and they got a little bit of firepower under there. But I am gonna go with the Chiefs. I don't like going with the Chiefs, but it feels like the right move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, again, I want to take the Jags so bad. But if Kansas City hadn't done what they did against the Ravens, I think I would have picked the Jags. But Kansas City's still the Chiefs. They're still the Chiefs, and I hate to say it, but they are.
Yeah.
And as we talked about earlier, we always doubt the Chiefs early in the season, and then what happens? They end up being just fine, 12-5, whatever they end up doing, going to the Super Bowl. And I think this game could be a game where, once again, Kansas City's like, all right, shut up. Like, we're back. Rasheed Rice should be back this game.
Yeah, just remind them who Dad is.
Just remind him who Daddy is.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm going to go off of y'all. I got the Chiefs, but very close. In my score predictions, I had it 24-22 Chiefs. I could very much see the Jaguars pulling this one out if ETN continues to impress and Trevor Lawrence can be a competent quarterback, which he's played pretty good this year. I think he can. Quietly, for the Jaguars, Trayvon Walker, probably the least talked about number 1 overall pick in NFL history. He's been really good for them. I like the Jags. I like the Chiefs, but give me the Chiefs in a close game.
I'm taking the Jags.
Let's go.
Right.
Come on, my man.
I love it.
Come on.
Like, I'm going to say this, right? Who's better, the Ravens or the Jaguars? And if you say the Ravens, you're lying.
Oh,
right?
man.
It is the Jaguars. Here's a fun fact about Trevor Lawrence, right? He did not lose a regular season game from the time he was 8 years old until he got into the NFL. I think he's back, and he's here to stay. I don't think the Chiefs are going to pull this one off because I think the Jaguars are a Super Bowl contender.
Whoa. I like it.
Right.
That is
So you're taking the
nice.
Jags over the Eagles all day, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Would you take them over the Eagles?
I'd probably take them over Eagles.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have a better passing attack, and Trevor Lawrence got the flow. You know,
He
You
does
got
have the flow, man.
He
Got
does.
some swagger
He's got the
back,
wins.
dude. He does. I mean, he said, "Screw you" to his coach, man. He said, "I don't care. I'm gonna take it over." It was awesome.
And I will say, like, we picked 3-1 on that one, but like, I think we all agree that's going to be
It's going to be
Very
close.
very good
Yeah,
game.
it's going to be
very
close.
stoked.
I would be shocked if it's more than a 3-point game, honestly. Especially because we got nighttime in Duval.
Duval.
All right. And then Eliminator time. We're going to do a little
Eliminator.
Eliminator segment on
I
here.
like it.
And it's going to be interesting. Actually, I'm going to let one of y'all go first because I took a really risky pick for my Eliminator,
Did you?
which is not what you're supposed to do.
No.
But we're going to test it out.
I'll go up first. I'm torn between the Cardinals and the Lions just because the Titans are horrible. They are dog water. They suck. Cardinals aren't that good. Realistically, any given Sunday, the Titans could win this game just because of the fact that they are a professional football team and they are one of the 32 teams in the NFL. But yeah, I'm gonna go Cardinals. That's my eliminator. I don't really see a world where the Titans win. Period.
Love it. Love it. I am going a little bit risky just to, spice it up a bit, right? Don't want to go too safe. And I've been apparently a Texans fan this whole time. I mean, I feel like I've just been gassing these guys up out of
Ooh.
nowhere. I don't really care about the Texans that much, but right
Yeah.
now, I mean, I've just kind of been gassing them up.
Okay.
Give me the Texans against the Ravens as my lock. Come
I
on,
like
baby.
it.
Give it to me.
That's risky.
It is super risky, but
But I
it'll pay
like
off.
it.
It'll
That's
pay
good.
off. Don't worry.
I like that. I mean, there was a certain game that I don't know if I was not talking much whenever y'all were talking about this game. It's because there's a certain team that's playing on Sunday Night Football who is 5-1 in the 2020s at home versus the Pats, including 4 straight. Bills are hot. Patriots
Yeah.
are hot. Mm-hmm. I've got the Bills by 13 plus.
Ooh, I like it.
I
2
don't-
scores.
I don't know why. Something just feels like this game's gonna be like, I don't know. Something in my heart's like telling me like this game's gonna be close. This game's gonna be tight, and I should not be taking this as my eliminator pick. And I should be taking the easy pick of the Cardinals or the Lions. But what's life without a little fun?
Hey.
And
I
I, don't
like
know.
it.
I just see that. I see Josh Allen. He walks out onto the field. He looks over and he sees Vrabel. And he's like, "Man, that guy's intimidating." And he looks up in the stands, sees Haley Steinfeld, and he's like,
I got to do it.
"But I gotta do it.
I got to do it for her.
Yeah.
500-yard pass." No, I'm just kidding.
500. That'd be
I-
crazy.
Hammer it down.
The
Yeah.
Bills are my lock this week.
All right. Who you got, Andrew?
I don't know if I want to take a hard one or.
Yeah, right? I know.
You better say the Titans or something.
Dude, if
I
my God.
I have an even stronger pick, which we've already spoken about. Yeah. I think the Broncos are a lock,
Hey, there we go.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
There you go.
and I think it's going to be substantial too. Probably 10 plus.
Statement win.
Okay.
Denver.
Yeah.
they could really use it, especially against, probably
they
the
need it.
best team in the NFL.
I mean,
Be
yeah,
huge.
from a wins perspective.
Yeah, I was going to say, Andrew might disagree on that, but
Yeah.
yeah. Dude,
I mean, let's see. Just any last thoughts here? My only last thought is, first of all, great first show, guys.
Yeah,
dude,
this went
thank you.
really well, I
Absolutely.
think.
Love talking ball with
Thank you for
y'all.
putting it
yeah.
together.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Rock
Huge
Solid
thank you.
Sports.
Yep.
Man, next week hopefully we have a better slate to talk about.
No
I know,
kidding.
right? I know.
I mean, last week's games, fun.
Yeah.
This upcoming week's games, it's the NFL. It'll probably be fun.
Yeah, later on in the season, especially with us being suffering Titans fans, we can start to talk about draft order,
draft.
mock draft season. That'll come
Something
around
to
the
be excited
corner.
About. We'll be talking about the downfall of the Eagles, obviously, because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is gonna.
I
I mean,
love
a
it.
couple
I
years
love it,
ago,
dude. I
you remember
love it.
they started
I know.
10-0,
And it was the
and it
most
just fell
crumbling
apart.
Downfall. They
Yep.
did make it, but they
But
got
they
smacked by
got
the Bucks.
smacked immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one last question. I'm going off the dome. We're all going to go off the dome on this
All right.
one.
Okay.
Highest rise or highest or lowest fall after this week? Who do
After
y'all
this
think it's
week?
gonna
Okay.
be? For my highest riser, I think it's going to be, looking through my notes here, I think it's going to be the Rams. And I don't think it's that they're going to rise up so much in the power rankings, but I think they're going to beat the 49ers comfortably and look really nice doing it, especially in those black uniforms.
Yeah.
And I just think that they are going to climb up a little bit. And the biggest fall, honestly, I don't think there's a ton of these games that elicit a huge fall, if that makes sense. But if anything, I think that the Vikings beating the Browns is going to confirm that the Browns are just dog,
Just dog.
Just
floundering, gasping for air at this point.
Yeah.
So since I was going with the Seahawks earlier, if they win this game, that is a massive win for them and solidifies them as a top 10 team. So I will go the Seahawks for that. But I don't think it would drop the Bucs very much at all. You know, they're still definitely a contender. And then kind of in similar fashion to your Browns pick, I think when the Lions beat the Bengals by maybe 40 this week, the Bengals, in my opinion, will show that they are the worst team in the NFL.
Without Joe Burrow.
Without Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Big asterisks, obviously.
Yeah.
But.
With that, my riser this week, if the Jags can pull off the narrative upset against the Chiefs at home and be, 4-1 at that point? Yeah, they'd be 4-1. I mean, I'm a lifelong Jags hater. I think Trevor Lawrence has stupid hair. That's just a personal opinion of mine. But, yeah, if the Jags can beat the Chiefs this week, that's huge for them and the AFC playoff picture as a total. My, worst case scenario bottom out team, Ravens, Texans. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson not playing, Texans needing to get back on track to even be competitive in the AFC South. Ravens are borderline gasping for air right now. They have to have it. If they don't win this, conversations will be had about maybe Harbaugh. Imagine that.
That'll be next week's hot take.
Oh, okay. All right.
For risers, I'm gonna take Commanders. I think by them beating the Chargers, it's just gonna solidify their top 10. And well, I don't think that they're in the most competitive division. I do think you can't argue that the Commanders are terrible.
No.
For what we call losers,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seahawks. If the Seahawks don't win, they will not make the playoffs because it's so competitive in the NFC West that you lose one game, you're out.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I mean, let me just wrap the show and wrap this segment up. That segment is the what if of what ifs. This is if this happens and if this also happens. This should happen.
We're getting way into the hypothetical
So,
here.
I mean, we're not even going to pull up these takes next week unless we pull something crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Somehow, yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for Benchwarmers. Technically, show 1, week 4 of the NFL season. We'll see you guys next week right here. Maybe a shorter show, maybe same time. Thank you all for listening. If you are still here at the end, thank you so much. Thank you to Alex. Thank you for Rock Solid Sports. Thank you to WUTK. And we will see you guys next week. Have a great week.